Howdy! It's another Genshin night, and we're gonna continue with this absurdly long Archon quest. I was told there was good lore. We got none of it last time, so I'm expecting a lot from this one.
Malika!
Traveler, Paimon Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Yeah.
Really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroran's memories and discovered something huge! All with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down, Paimon. I'll take it from here.
Zenless is so much better about not having these weird, awkward, long pauses when they talk. The conversation flows much better.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines, very similar to the price of using a gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over.
Is that the quote-unquote ley lines here or everywhere?
But what forces do we have?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself. All other warriors are working to push back the Abyss on the front lines.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get Sitlali to break Auroran's legs.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid.
He could just fly. He's a bat boy.
Urgent need of manpower.
I didn't realize he was a bat. I thought that was like a little feather in his ear. It's actually just his one bat ear. That's not covered by his weird half hood.
I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
She still feels like she belongs in another game to me.
We'll figure something out for sure.
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right, back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal.
You just gotta stop his objective, right?
Then I'll tell you my idea. As you all know, Auroran is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent.
And why are we not just, like, jailing this twink?
A head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours. We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
Oh yeah, he's one of the not voiced ones. Oh, strikes.
The two of us can handle it.
I think they're meeting to talk again soon, so hopefully that'll resolve by the next quest.
Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front and break through the Fatui defenses. The captain won't be on the front line.
And hopefully they'll make some progress too.
Warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity
get whatever they're asking for.
To ensure it's
I don't remember specifics.
No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it. Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
I'd imagine you could be good at that if he's like Jack Sparrowing around on like his little magic dendro vines.
You cannot face the captain straight on unless you have no other choice. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution.
Can't believe they're burning the rainbow coming for Pride Month. That's such a pain in the ass. That's like uncomfortably distant from all the waypoints around it. Do I want to do this? I guess we'll just skate. I still haven't figured out how to use her. Like, I'm in the process of leveling her up. I don't have her artifacts built yet, or her talents, or, you know, she's a heavy work in progress. I guess it's probably complicated by the fact that her shit behaves differently based off of party comp, but, you know, a lot of people want to use her in the Abyss right now. It's geo-focused. I had a bit of trouble on floor 12. I was trying to use my usual Geo Boys, and that wasn't going so hot. And she has her debuff thing or whatever, but I don't know. Between her not being built all the way,
All right,
and
this is the place.
you know, never having the right characters for the strategies people use, I had a tough time with floor 12.
Could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
Surprisingly, my regular Geo team just felt fucking dog shit
Take care of them first.
in the first chamber of floor 12, which was the tough one. The rest were okay. Because I needed better multi-target damage, and Ito was not cutting it. So I love him so. I have no range. I don't remember at all what these are, how they work. Oh, they're just breakable. Okay. I'm gonna be crazy though and not grab that, because when I just start grabbing shit, I either have to slow down and mark it all, or I miss it later. So I've stopped grabbing random chests and things on stream.
Take flight!
Unsightly insects. The wind rises. Looks like I went too far.
All right.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. We'll take it from here.
I can see the inside.
Perfect. We'll
In
keep
what
going.
world? How are you quietly digging a tunnel?
Things are about to get dangerous.
It's not like you can just swing a pickaxe quietly. Gosh, who do I want to be in here? I guess I will be these guys. The Nervalette team has kind of become my new favorite. It seems like it outperforms Ito most of the time. And if I need anything like
Concentrate all their forces in one
Natlan movement abilities, I'm sure they'll give me them.
So stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those.
They're not quite as sustainable because we don't have Zhongli's shield.
That was some
But
level rock clearing.
Nervalette spends the most time on the field, and he can recover HP. Very handy that a lot of the Fontaine characters do that.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
Why is there stonework that's so fancy for no reason? There isn't a chest down there, is there? There aren't little treats and goodies, are there? I'm not seeing any. I have to fight my instincts and just kind of go with the flow. They seem to not hide the chests too much in these like little temporary dungeons. They're pretty much all main path.
Shower me with threat. Dissipate.
enjoyed it.
Out of my way!
Can't run from death.
This spell is from the Masters of the Nightwind. It's Auroron's doing. They're probably trying to buy time.
Rotate the device to complete the image. Am I doing that, or did you just do that for me? Okay, no, we're doing that up here.
These are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
These mechanisms probably control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try.
I'm watching, but I don't know. Oh, that looked about right there. I think I went a little too far. I assume you'll... Shut up, I don't need a hint, fuck you. Not like I frequently ask for those in other minigames. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's right, but how do I now... I guess it is literally different mechanisms around here. You... About like that. I think. There we go, deal with this goober.
Our bond is strong. Let the world collide.
Silence!
The Temple of Wisdom.
The tides beckon.
Oh, hello, kitty.
Hello.
You sound, devious.
Your PlayStation controller is squeaky.
I know, it's gotten really bad all of a sudden.
I just found that funny.
Bow your head.
I don't think stream can hear that, but you can.
I can.
It's cause, you know, your fucking MiHoYo games, I'm just like mashing right trigger. Is that the only reason for your deviousness?
No, I'm up past my bedtime.
The little brother coded, not beating the allegations.
I was cleaning and waiting for my washing to get done so that I could run the washing machine cleaner through it. Now I'm waiting for it to dry so that I can take a shower tomorrow morning.
You want to be a stinky kitty.
Yeah.
I see the value in my own work.
I do not know
but
if
I
I'm
also
putting
see
together
the
this
value in
puzzle
all
correctly.
the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
This is hard to make out. I think I might have the whole thing like rotated upside down. Only one more day though, and then you're a free kitty.
Yeah, and thankfully I don't have a smelly manager tomorrow. Yeah.
I like how that's where we both went.
I have a nice manager tomorrow, and I have the same nice manager on my first day back as well. So, yeah, tomorrow morning, I'm probably gonna do the last bits of cleaning and try and squeeze out the YouTube shorts that I need to make for the main channel video that's dropping tomorrow. And then that's pretty much it. I just need to make sure my electronics are charged and then put them away for Saturday then.
Yeah, now that I have the thumbnail done, I spent some time tonight getting entertainment ready for airport time.
Yeah,
I'm not too bored, fella.
I've got to my Steam Deck for that. Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure that the international flight will have plug sockets, but just in case, I bought a fat fucking power bank for my Steam Deck. So I can play like Cyberpunk for like 5 hours without needing to find a socket.
Happy
Where?
in chat. Where do you think?
The stupid fucking drops are in the way, and the timer hasn't run out on them yet.
You can dismiss it, but I apologize for my
Can you?
stupid drops. Yeah.
Oh, you can dismiss them.
Like, I know, where else? Like, oh, Happy's in your desk drawer.
There was a big thing. I don't have a desk drawer. There was a big thing in front of it. I'm behind you. Oh no.
You could run into many worse people in an alley.
Water comes in many flavors.
There, finally one of these locked in.
I'm not in an alley, I'm at home.
Well, water from Liyue.
Yes, I know. But you know the expression, right?
Inazuma, the water possesses
No.
a depth of flavor.
An alley where you might usually get stabbed. There, especially since you're in stab country.
Complex flavor.
I was more so thinking, like, oh no, they're behind me, they can judge my music taste on one screen and see all of my passwords on another screen.
Happy's, well, I mean, the passwords thing, that's fair for anybody, but Happy would be nice
wanna
about your
close
music. Yes, you are non-threatening.
Yes.
In a good way. You know, we haven't seen you physically, so I don't know if you're like buff and Dorito shaped, but you're pleasant and therefore non-threatening as a result.
Yeah, unlike me, I'm very threatening.
Well, you are buff and Dorito shaped, so obviously.
Yeah. I'm massive.
I'll have to make sure to bring a first aid kit for Chicago when he inevitably beats me up after I tease him.
This must be it.
First aid kit? Nah.
I am...
It's here too.
Threatening, you say
Looks like they focused
violence.
their defenses over
Nah,
there.
I could never be violent.
They're here.
Nah, you guys,
Look at that emo.
Archon would choose a frontal assault.
Oh, the goober one?
Doesn't matter. They're too late.
Yeah.
The tiny... Yeah, but that was before you got jacked and Dorito shaped.
Too late.
The fucking emo twink on screen is literally me. What do you mean?
We need to turn it off!
And there's a cat, so if they just fuse, they'd become you.
I won't let you do.
Also, by the
I was
way,
looking
it's
at a
not...
blonde woman in her 20s, not violent looking. I said the same thing about myself, though, not long ago.
It's not a feather, it is a little ear. It's a bat ear. He's... Bat boy.
Sound of
Oh, okay.
Bat twink. It's just hard to tell because his stupid fucking half hood.
Like a piercing cry.
Now's our chance to turn off the device.
Yeah, that is funny that we summoned you with violence. I would have played more Control for you last night, Em, but the boss man had me working late.
Gotten a lot faster. Was
No.
Lauren always this good in battle?
I gave us both an extra day for reasons.
He called me up and he flexed his muscles and cracked his knuckles and he said, "Hey, bitch, you better get my thumbnail done or I'm gonna kick your ass."
I didn't actually know I could crack my knuckles, I just did it.
And I
Just
said,
the one, just one
I said,
knuckle.
"Okay, I'm sorry, don't hurt me."
I mostly crack my wrists. And my elbows.
I'm trying to think
You
of
are not
some
a
clever comeback
Who are
to say that you cracked something else, but I don't know what. Butt crack, bottom joke, got him.
Wow.
That's it.
Commander.
Oh, I would give you a round of applause, but I don't think you need even a single clap for that.
Well, it's best that you don't anyway, because the seismic shockwaves from
I'm
your
glad.
buff-ass arms clapping might destroy
Although I
Sheffield.
believe you have some more
I
pressing
don't know.
concerns
I think that'd be
at moment.
the clap of my ass cheeks with every step I take.
That too, but you in a very anime character-esque way, you've trained so hard that you can restrain your
say?
ass.
You indulge.
If you ever relaxed it and just let it go wild, you might destroy the city.
And now
I don't think
you've
I've
lost your
trained
chance.
whatsoever. If you put me
Even
on like
now,
a,
you're still the
if you put me
same
on like
as
an
ever.
average size stool, my feet wouldn't touch the ground.
True. We have average-sized stools, and his feet did not touch the ground.
What? Wait, what?
Stop worrying about.
You know the stools we have at like the kitchen island here?
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
I don't think your feet touch the ground.
I don't think anyone's did. They were high, really tall stools.
Oh, I'd say they're average. I don't know.
Moment. Please finish.
Same I'm short. I'm not even short. I'm just not tall.
Yeah, he's just
I'm
baby.
I'm average height for a man. I'm 5'8".
Abandoning
But
one.
for
Every
some reason,
time-
nobody in my life seems to be able to accept the fact that I'm 5'8".
No,
My dad
listen.
is like, nah, you're like 5'11". I'm like, no, the fuck, I'm not. We've measured me like 10 times. People at work insist I'm 5'10". I have measured myself a million times. I'm 5'8".
We made a tiny emote. We all talk about him being baby, him included, and then I like say he's tiny. He's like, "No, mate, I'm 5'11", and I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm not talking about your height."
5'8".
5'8", whatever.
For some reason, everyone seems to think I'm 5'11" or some shit like that. Like, my dad, every time I see him, is like, "You're getting taller," and I'm like, "I'm nearly 23. Like, if I was gonna grow, I would have done it years ago."
Again, I feel like that's just like, son must be powerful, man. Oonga boonga.
But then look at me.
I know.
Oh, no. It's too soon.
Your dad's shrinking. Probably. Especially since he had a neck injury that could have led to surgery that removed 2 discs. That didn't happen, thankfully. He didn't need the surgery, but his neck is definitely lower down after that.
Em's like, "Oh fuck, I'm sorry."
Everyone wanted me to be the
No,
savior.
it was entirely his own fault.
Savior?
By the way, chat, his dad looks like a Backstreet Boy.
But, does such a person
No, he doesn't.
truly exist?
I think he does.
Even if
I
they
showed
do,
you a picture of my dad from, count the years, 2001. And
Okay.
you said that.
Young Alodad.
That's nearly 24 years ago.
Young
He was the
Alodad
same
looks like a
age-
Backstreet Boy.
He was almost the same age then as I am now.
Isn't that wild? People get like just people getting married. Like I was gonna say at our ages, but I'm like a whole decade older than you nearly.
Got plenty of ingredients.
About halfway between our ages is when they got married, and not long after had me.
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made?
Oh, how dare they show me dessert? That looks excellent.
I mean, I know people my age that do the same shit though. Like I have people that I used to know from my old schools that are getting mortgages and marriages and shit like that and having kids, and I'm like, bruh,
It's already been a
you
couple
can't
of
be
years
doing that
now,
shit.
but my like straightest TM, most religious TM friend is like married with a kid and owns a house. A lot.
But at the same time, you are in the age range where that sort of shit normally happens. I'm still in the age range where most people are in university, and yeah, these people are getting married and having kids, and I'm like, fucking hell, I've like barely even got into the workforce,
Why did my birth
let alone
open the door to
like
the possibility?
fucking getting married or whatever.
Why give
I
people false hope?
don't know.
Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Surely everyone is born for a purpose.
I don't know. I think one marrying so young is
If I had succeeded back then,
unlikely to be well advised.
better place.
And also just like, you know, I don't know how long people are dating before they get married, but probably not long enough.
If they're
Done
my age,
spacing out
not
a
long
lot?
enough. Like,
Did
they've
you
likely
finish
known the
your
person for
homework?
3 years or less.
Yes, Granny. It's just,
Yeah.
will learning all this really make me?
I don't know. I don't have a
Married to
number in my
someone else,
head.
I knew them for like half a decade at least.
Of course.
I don't have a number in my head for like how long you need to date before getting married. It depends, I guess, but
lives without reaching a fraction
even
of
if it's a
their
short amount of
potential.
time, then you need to like go out of your way to
Because
kind
you're
of
a
like
genius, right?
things, right? You need to like stress test the relationship before marriage.
You could say that.
I think most people would say
Or
like 3 to
maybe
5
I've just
years.
been
I'd
alive
probably
longer
say
than the rest of
5 to
them.
10.
And
Yeah, that sounds
tricks
reasonable.
that they didn't want
But
to
there's
touch.
people in my family who there's someone in my family who got married
It's rude
recently,
to bring up a woman's
and they had been
age.
dating for
Never do that
32
again,
years.
No matter the circumstances.
It just took them that long to think like, yeah, maybe we should do this.
I wasn't the one.
I mean, past a certain point, you're more or less married. You're just not making it like
Tomorrow.
legal,
Go have fun.
which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
valid, but
What about
I-
homework, then?
probably will just for like
Uh,
tax
do what
breaks and
you
stuff.
want. What use is it being as
I
strong
don't know
as
if
me
there's a tax
anyway?
incentive here to it versus over there,
You've seen how the
so I
tribe
might just
treats
not
me.
bother.
They're all afraid.
I'm not. I want to.
Business, and they
I don't know, like
tremble in
consult
fear.
an accountant or something
The most fun way to
and
go
see
about
like
living one's life, I'd say.
by how much, right? Because I always hear that that's a thing, but I don't know what kind of money
So
we're looking
do what you
at.
want
Is
to
it gonna
roll
be
on.
like
No matter what anyone else
$2,000 more? Because then it's like, okay, that's really not that much. So pass. Is it $10,000 more? Then that's a lot. Plus, I think, especially being gay, stuff like, can I go into the hospital room like as a family member? Stuff like that could come into play as far as legal status.
What do you mean go into the hospital room as a family member? What are you talking about?
I don't know if they do this over there, but over here, oftentimes there will be medical situations where only immediate family is like allowed in or allowed to like make decisions on a person's behalf or something. And if you aren't married, you wouldn't qualify for that.
They couldn't handle it.
You know, unless you're like the parent or the child or something.
I have no idea. Yeah, I genuinely don't know about that.
It's one of the things other
I know
than
that-
tax benefits that gets commonly cited as like, this is why marriage is important.
For some things, you can hand over power of attorney. I know that much just because that's something we've had to do in my family for my grandparents. But I don't know how far that stretches.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because I don't have power of attorney, but my mum and her siblings do.
Come inside and give me a hand, would you?
Speaking of consulting, this is, you know, I'm sure there's like marriage consultants that could tell us all these things.
Guess there is a fun.
Oh yeah, probably. But we'd have to speak to two different ones for the two different countries.
Yeah,
Oh,
possibly
yeah, I
even
put in for the
different
piercing.
states
What
over
piercing?
here. And was talking about getting ear and or titty pierced.
Do you not have any piercings already, Em?
Something near the top. I don't remember what it was called.
Unstable.
Top of the ear.
I only survived because
Helix,
keep me in
probably.
one piece.
I
'Cause
don't
I have a
think
pair of those.
so, but maybe.
That's why the other spirits.
Have you gotten new
I
piercings
have-
since I've seen you last?
Yes.
Okay.
As in seen in person or seen on
Yeah.
camera?
Yeah, because you
Yes.
probably showed me a pic, but I have forgotten.
Last time I saw you in
Oh,
person,
no.
last time I saw
Infected.
you in person, I just had the two studs.
You. I think
Oh,
in
Helix
my
got infected.
earlobes.
Yeah, are you still
Yeah, that
infected,
makes
by the way?
sense. Huh?
Are you still infected? Are you still goopy and crusty and whatever?
I was never infected. That's just how
Not
piercings are.
weak.
Bro.
There's just a limit to what I can do.
I don't know, I've never heard Mom or Kiki talk about that, so that seemed like not how it's supposed to be.
Ridiculous. You really
I think that's just like the healing process. TBH.
Maybe.
Because like when I Google about it, it's such a common thing that it has a name. So
Sounds nice,
Yeah.
doesn't it? But
Both of them, okay.
does such a person
Nice.
truly
Remind us what the ear one was, because I don't remember what it was called.
you have to become that person?
crusty and normal, yeah.
Exactly.
I have to take out my piercings.
Industrial, that's the one.
piercings. Ooh, I want one of those in my other ear at some point. But I take out
it
my
from
lobe
me.
piercings
The happiest people are the ones who do their own
once a
thing.
week whenever I shower, just
So
to
do what you
wash them
want,
off and to clean
Aurora.
off the bits behind my ears
No
and
matter
stuff.
what any-
Wow, Alaprax only showers once a week, confirmed.
But
No, I shower every other day.
here.
Bruh.
Auroron? It's all right. We'll take
But
things
yeah,
from
last time
here.
you saw me IRL, I had just the two studs in my earlobes, but since then I've swapped out the studs
Don't
for
worry.
some jewelry I
Arc on
actually
our
like.
side. The abyss doesn't stand a chance.
And since then, I also got a nose piercing and two helix piercings, which I've also swapped out the studs for jewelry that I like.
Both of
Gotcha.
us are bound to disappear.
I wanted
So
to,
from
but
2
I
to
think I'm
5.
only getting one because I don't think I'm going to be able to handle two at the same time. Yeah, no reason you can't take it slow.
Once your
Yeah.
soul shatters
I mean, that's what I did. I did them in stages. I did the earlobes first, and then about 6 months later, I got my
over this body, I will serve my commander until the end.
shit. I got my nose and helix done at the same time because I think the place I went to has a limit of like 3, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll take 3 then."
With my life.
I lost the plot here. Why is Twinkus fighting for control of his body?
Take 3 piercings, please.
I guess because of his... Oh, because of his, like... Oh, I'm so emo, my soul is broken, so I'm gonna, like, let the dead inhabit me thing.
Will not come first, and I'm not giving up.
I know.
I can't die here, no!
Except with you, it's just a bunch of cats.
No.
We go inside your head, and it's like... Meow, 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 meow.
Nuh-uh. You go inside my head, and it's just my favorite album playing over and over and over.
It's the milk spilling.
No, the inner amalgamations of my mind are not an enigma.
I do want to get my bottom lobes double pierced at some point. I thought I read that just as is. I thought you were like, yeah, I want to gay my bottom holes.
No, I
or lobes. Lobes. I read lobes as holes. Damn. I mean, we all want to gay our holes, don't we?
I want to get seconds done on mine as well. It's just actually being asked to go and get them done. Because what I wanted next was an eyebrow piercing, but I just don't know if I'd actually want to do it.
I mean, hey, you have an excuse. That was your keyboard. I fully just changed lobes to holes, and that was just my mouth. Man, no wonder this quest is so long. They keep having fucking full anime filler arcs for this twink.
You managed to do the impossible.
Uh-huh. What do you mean?
Don't try to talk. Focus on holding yourself together.
And now the twink goes,
I can't believe the captain did that.
Imagine, a twink would never.
He thinks of Auroran as a comrade.
Especially not one with emo hair and dark clothing.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed me his suitcase, and it's just entirely black.
Mm-hmm.
All his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine now.
Listen.
Damage to the soul.
A good chunk of them have graphics on the front, like the t-shirts, and one of my jumpers has a graphic on the front. It's just the way that I fold them means that you can't see it.
Appears to be over.
And I'm sure you did that on purpose so you could giggle yourself and be like, I'm so emo.
For causing so much trouble.
No, I just always, like, if I'm folding clothes, I always fold it with the graphic facing inward so it doesn't get damaged.
Speaking of, Mom said that they're discontinuing that Cat Cafe shirt that she got you a refill on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did she? Oh, so she got me one before they got rid of it.
Yeah, so you'll have to make this one last.
I mean, the one that I've got still
is repaid.
Auroran. I never thought
like it's like you can still tell what the design is. It's just, you know, after a couple of years, graphic t-shirts like that with printed on stuff tend to get a bit crusty, and that one also had a hole in it. So that's no doing of my own. That's just the nature of t-shirts.
Yeah. And nothing wrong with black clothing, It just amuses me how consistent he is with his branding.
No one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important.
Who's gonna grow up to be Batman?
I have a single... No, I have a t-shirt in my wardrobe that's half black, half white because it's Unis Annus branded. And another one that's a really dark grey, and that's about all the colour I have. Except for bedtime t-shirts, because they can be any colour that they need to be.
Bedtime, the one time when you'll allow a little bit of not emo.
Oh yeah, that one like Naruto shirt that I don't care for because I don't care for Naruto. But like I'll wear it to bed because when else am I gonna wear it? That's a bedtime t-shirt.
Why did we buy you that? Was it like a buy a couple deal sort of thing?
It was like a 2 shirts for $5 deal or something. Else you would just get one for $5 and you were like, you might as well just get the second one.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really like any of them, but I'll take that one, I guess.
I never thought I had what it took to be a hero.
I think it was the only other one that was in my size.
Yeah, something like that.
But in the end, I sacrificed my life.
Who knows? You might buy additional non-black clothing.
Now,
I will buy additional clothing, but there's no promises it won't be black.
Will see a different meaning.
Okay, have a good safe drive.
Oh my god. Goodbye.
I will be here later if you're around.
I need to check things.
Clothing things.
Yes.
Devotion. You will give your
I need to see
not for the sake of a heroic
if
death, but to do
my
justice by the
second
answer
favorite
you found for
clothing
your
chain
wife.
is available.
I'm sure we'll still be
Aha!
knee deep in Twink backstory when you get back.
Through your devotion, you will
Huh?
prove your worth.
M.
Oh,
Having
M will go and come back, and we'll still be just listening to this Twink
the
moan about
omniscient
being
man
emo.
holds a feast in celebration.
so
And it's not even a Saturday or Sunday at twitch.tv/Alaprax.
Of his
yeah, that's not going to be that way for a
and
while.
Send him off with
Well, a couple weeks.
tribute.
Yeah, but still.
Why is there a
Um,
Sealy in
At
here?
last,
So,
his wish is now.
since Hot Topic is inaccessible in the UK,
It's nice to see you again.
I found
With
another
your
chain that
recognition,
sells
we
clothing
now
that has
have
nothing
the
to do with it, but I just
hero
like it
of
because it's
this
high quality
era.
stuff. A Japanese brand called Uniqlo.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. They only have one in the entirety of Northern England, and it's in Manchester. So when I went there earlier this year, it was quite nice. There was some fun stuff on. Turns out there's 3 of them on Manhattan Island alone. So
Just as I
safe to
thought.
say I'll definitely
The
be
Lord of
stopping
the
there.
Light has awakened.
Makes sense. New York is a fashion hotspot.
Yeah, but they have no Hot Topic.
I don't know if Hot Topic is high fashion.
It is to me.
Lord of the Night?
It's
As in the one who rules
it's somewhere that we both shop, but it literally isn't high fashion.
Both shop. When was the last time that you were a...
Well, I don't
Big
shop much in
emo.
general, but I get shirts there because I'm a pop culture trash boy.
Yeah, that's different.
Well, it's the same shop.
You're not there for the real culture.
Can't believe I'm getting gatekept by a twink.
What do you mean?
I don't
Twinks
know.
are the biggest gatekeepers. Have you seen the Taylor Swift fan?
Well, okay, not even by a twink, by you specifically.
What's wrong with that?
Because you're fussy. One Piece.
My flatmate keeps sending me like messages and pictures and stuff while he's out there, because he's like his family over in the US have got big money, and the place they're eating at right now, he's got a cinnamon apple crumble with ice cream. He doesn't like cinnamon, and he's lactose intolerant. So
Oh, what a shame.
yeah, he's gonna shit his pants, but he's still gonna eat it.
Oh, well, okay, I mean, pants shitting is unfortunate, but at least he is enjoying it.
Yeah, well, he's enjoying it, except for the one that he sent earlier where he said currently eating rabbit food. It's a picture of like a fat chicken goujon just on top of like some actual grass.
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to
And I just said,
reconstruct the
genuinely, what is that? And he said, fuck knows,
Why
I
did it
didn't
wait
read
for
the
you
menu
instead?
and there was 2 choices. So,
So, yeah,
That's
sounds
what
like
he,
a proper fancy place.
yeah.
Small menus are like
Yeah.
a hallmark of a place
The
being
ancient
fancy.
battle between the Descender and the
It's
dragons
incredible,
destroyed the
'cause,
corner of the world, allowing
Since like
abyss
the
to
the
invade.
family in a lot of them over there,
Natlan's
I
ley
mean,
lines took the worst of the damage.
most are American,
people of
and
Natlan, the
the
Lord of the
Brits
Night
come for a
used the
stopover
fragments of
and
the
have done
old
nothing
ley
but take the
lines
piss.
to
It's incredible.
reconstruct a similar network.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's how the Night Kingdom
My
was
flatmate
born.
has been putting on the
First
thickest
Pyro Archon.
Yorkshire
She
accent that he
belonged
can
to
possibly
strengthen
muster,
that realm and
so that the
establish
Americans
the
were like,
rules
"Oh my
that
god, you
lead
really
our
are
fight
Yorkshire,"
against
and his
the
dad's
abyss.
just been like,
The
"He's
Ode of
not. He's just
Resurrection
doing that
and
to
the
take the
Pilgrimage.
piss."
Both of
I've
them
been watching Ted Lasso, which is a show about an American
Before it all
football
came
coach
from the
coaching
power
a
of the heavens.
British football team.
Oh god, that sounds miserable.
The ancient dragons.
Well, the sports are honestly kind of a backdrop, but I've been enjoying all of the accents.
Back then, this method was rather ineffective.
A Scouse accent will never fail to make me laugh.
Structure of the ley lines.
That's
I'm gonna
probably
visit,
in there somewhere. I can just never identify
Oh, it
what's
will
what.
be. It will be. I'm going to visit Liverpool one day, and I'm going to be nothing but an embarrassment because I'm just going to keep laughing at everyone that I speak to.
Generated by the device.
You know, you could do the same when you come over here. You could just be as British as possible.
But I managed
Oh,
to
yeah, I mean, yeah,
absorb some
probably.
of that power. Now,
Or I still also think it would be entertaining to just,
and provide you
you know, try to be incognito, try to be as American as possible.
just rebuilding
Either extreme.
At the cost of my
Well,
own
that was my
existence.
flatmate's plan. He was either gonna go there and be as Yorkshire as he possibly can, or try and put on a fake American accent to make him think that he was from there.
Call me their lord.
And he was like, I don't do either particularly well, but I'm gonna go Yorkshire because at least then it's more believable. And I've seen Brits that live over there do similar things where they put on they have to put on fake American accents a lot of the time because apparently you lot can't understand us half the time.
Kinda.
And it's funny because there's so many details that I can pick up on where I'm like, I can hear the British in that,
Few angels remain in
but
Natlan.
Americans would never notice
So
it.
the same is true of Sealy's. Everyone
Yeah, depending on how tuned into accents you are.
to reconstruct
But like this one video where this woman was ordering in a drive-thru, and she's got everything perfect except for when she was saying
I've become your fate.
because with an American accent it's like an but then in Britain it's just
Inheritor of Shibalonke's will.
just like a single letter.
Leader of Natlan.
Sure.
Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings,
Yeah, I mean, even things like phrases, right?
and the efforts
Because
of
you
its
could
harbinger and the young
you could be American and be like, "You what, mate?" Right? And then that's gonna still sound fucking alien.
again work to fulfill
The thing that I would struggle with is just getting away from phrases that are very Yorkshire.
you need
Sure.
your head.
Trying my best not to say like, oh I, because I say that all the time in real life.
I mean, then again, here I am, fully American, and I say a bunch of British shit now because of you.
Your orders.
Well, that's not my problem. Hey,
It's
the
your
colony's
fault.
coming back.
though.
The colony's coming back.
Realize you will cease to exist.
Yeah,
They're
you're
coming to take your taxes again.
You're colonizing me.
If you disappear,
Yeah.
so do they.
Like,
Gonna
like
take you-
proper is
take-
probably one of the big ones. I say proper a lot.
Yeah. I know. When we were in call last and your mum was there, she giggled when I said proper.
Mental disorders and
Well, to be fair, most people giggle when you say a sentence.
But it's just it's just like saying the word really, but different.
Survival is worth any
Sure.
price.
Instead of saying, "Oh, that's
there's
really
nothing
good,"
wrong
say,
with
"No, that's
it.
proper
It's
good."
just a delightful difference.
Corpses in ruin.
But also, I'm sure she was just like, my son."
No.
Yes.
How are future
No.
generations supposed to
Yeah.
survive?
No.
She likes
Without the Lord of the
you.
Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take?
She's very excited though. She's buying
hundreds,
like
or thousands.
Well, I guess I should say she's bought like a coat and a pair of shoes. I was gonna just say coats and shoes, but it's only the one. So that her feet won't hurt, and she's ready for rain and stuff. And she was very delighted about her jacket and like showing it off.
Why?
She's cute.
Because I am a survivor.
I was gonna do
I've witnessed the
the
devastation
same.
and terror of the abyss with my own
Well, I mean, I've
eyes.
already got a nice coat and some nice shoes, but I was thinking about buying like a really nice umbrella because I hate wearing hoods, so I use umbrellas, and the one I have right now is a bit shit. But then I thought, surely the wind there can't be any stronger than it is here, so I'll probably be fine with the one that I've got.
Literally the Windy City, bud.
It is, but like,
Not even
how windy is my question.
Fucking windy.
You've experienced something similar, Mawika.
I don't know. I've not been there, but I would imagine potentially very.
You're right.
Well, I need to see wind
The regret,
speeds.
the catastrophe.
And see.
I would
Oh
reject
god, what
all
are these
false
numbers?
hope. I would do whatever it took to ensure that
I don't know how wind speed works normally, much less converting it across
Oh god,
American
Sheffield
to
has
British.
vanished. There it is.
Because we don't
Forecast.
have the right to make that decision. We
Um.
love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that
Oh,
has happened here has
fuck, I
moved
can't
us,
read.
shaped us and turned us
Where
into
is
who
it?
we are today.
Wind speed.
Giving
Not.
up our
I don't know what
memories
that
and
means.
history
Can you
would
put
be
it in
rewriting
I love
things I can understand?
the real. Oh fuck! I can't read.
different beings.
I
Their
can't.
physical bodies, the
You're
only connection
adorable.
to their former selves.
Okay, well, at present, on all future weather forecasts, Sheffield is at least like 6 or 7 knots faster in terms of wind speeds than Chicago is. So,
how many?
Yeah,
The abyss
6
could
or 7
invade
knots.
once more, and it would all be for
Okay.
nothing.
That doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know.
Knots
Can I
to
say something?
mph. Let's find out.
I once carried the hopes of many
Oh,
people.
1 knot
And
is
I
like
was also
1.1
desperate
of a
to
mile.
save our nation. In the captain's
So-
plan, I saw a chance to ensure our survival.
Peak wind
But
speeds
as I was on the
for
brink of death, my wish for
Chicago
life and purpose was
tomorrow is
I've been
8
very
knots an hour, which is probably like 9 miles an hour. And peak for Sheffield is 13, which is probably about 14 miles an hour.
My feelings were so
And the day
strong.
after, peak for Chicago is
Overrode
7,
my compulsion to
and peak for us is
sacrifice myself
18.
for their safety. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a
So,
destination.
by the looks of things,
If we lose our way
the Windy
now,
City has less wind than we do.
lose the meaning
So,
of our existence.
Well, you guys are always talking about how miserable and weathery it is over there, so maybe you just have us beat by a country mile.
well, I'm only guessing that that's the case because I imagine. I mean, I don't know the topography of it, but I imagine Chicago is quite flat, considering that it's on on the side of a lake, compared to Sheffield, which is built in a valley in the middle of a national park that is quite literally called the Peak District. And so the wind sort of whips through the valley and smashes everyone and everything on the way through it.
You might get some, like wind tunnels and weird stuff like that. I don't know. There's one spot
The
in
wind
college
faces me.
that had a big wind tunnel effect.
Yeah, somehow the wind manages to face me no matter which direction I'm facing. Like on the way to work, it's always in my face. On the way home from work, it's always in my face. There's no winning.
But what are you really trying to protect? The land or its people?
That's my biggest concern with using the trip to get pictures for a dating profile is
Wind.
Wind is an immediate way to ruin a picture because of my hair.
We'll do what we can. We'll just we'll have to remember to be proactive and get at it right away, in case we have no wind early on and then lots of wind later.
I suppose we can wait.
Well, by
Now
the
that
looks of things, it's going to be very
inherited the
wind-light
memories of his forebearer. There's only one hero left. Your plan
from that
does have
weather
the potential
forecast.
to generate
Speaking of
the
which,
best
I should
outcome.
check the weather
In
forecast.
the meantime, you shall have the.
I hope we don't get rain, but Mom said we're
Thank
supposed
you.
to.
Having such a powerful harbinger on my side is a big
I'm going
advantage.
to check Chicago, New
I know
York,
we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect
and
life.
Manchester, because that's where I'm
But for
going first.
now,
Oh,
I'm willing
yeah,
to fight
Manchester
by
is
your
going to
side.
piss it down as ever. Manchester is known as rainy Manchester
We should
for a
let everyone
reason.
else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation.
Oh, it's also pissing it down in Sheffield. Okay, brilliant.
Update everyone outside.
New
Let's meet
York,
back
it's
up at the
looking like the
stadium.
entire duration I'm going to be there, it's going to be warm and sunny. So that's good.
We're still on Secret Source. Goddamn. We're still on fucking step 1 out of 6 and it's been like an hour.
Chicago is also saying no rain and that it's also going to be quite warm, but I don't know what the humidity's like. So
It's gonna be so wet that you're gonna strip off all your clothes.
I doubt that. Let's see.
Oh, that's not the right team. I need my kitty. To go with my kitty.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause.
It's so weird that they're being
We now
reasonable.
face a common enemy. It's time
Where's
to put
the
our differences
humidity?
behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now.
Health and
I'd rather give him a
activities?
chance to prove himself.
No.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
Maybe I just don't use AccuWeather.
This may be an unexpected outcome,
Oh yeah, I can use Met
but a
Office.
favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, How did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any
now I
closer
can
to
see it in miles an
obtaining
hour.
analysis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars. Abarawa, Bosom.
Okay, yeah. I don't know about that humidity,
the
mate.
results of their research to locate this ancient device.
Apparently it's going to peak at 63 there. Meanwhile, we're currently sitting at 94% relative humidity here. So I think I'll be fine.
That's good. Not humid would be good. It's fall, and yet I'm fucking hot because of whatever bullshit we have going on with eating in the house currently.
For some reason, you lot just seem to be warm. Because, like, the entire duration of the trip, the weather is looking like it's going to be warm and sunny in both Chicago and New York. Whereas, we haven't had a summer this year because it's just been nothing but fucking windy and rainy for like the past 9 months.
Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis...
In fact, is it raining right now? No, it's not, but it is also 3 in the morning.
Begins with the cataclysm 500 years ago.
Yeah, make sure you do get sleep at some point, bud.
I will. I'm waiting for my washing to dry.
The situation became unsalvageable. I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon. Only to
so you're working tomorrow, and then Saturday morning you're heading out to
Saturday afternoon. I'm heading to Manchester.
In the process,
and then Sunday morning is my flight.
And I assume afternoon actually means afternoon for you, so you'll probably be getting up earlier than usual, right?
But Aizu was kind to me all the same.
Yes, but I also wake up in the mornings now.
From that moment,
oh yeah, I always forget that.
My mission to aid Natlan in battle.
I don't think I also don't think I've ever referred to as 3 p.m. as the morning.
Already committed to this fight. Together.
Still the afternoon.
Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships.
Listen,
however,
your schedule, because I have a bad memory, and the time stuff always confuses me.
I changed my schedule about 4 months ago.
I forgore.
I know.
He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before
the only difference now is if I don't get to bed on time, I can oversleep because I have time to do so.
Natlan all those years ago.
Right.
But before, I would have to get out of bed regardless. Have I been paid yet? So that I can spend my money on nothing.
Even without the mask, my past
yes.
Long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
You can just acquire currency.
Wait, do you know
No,
someone?
I'm probably going to spend at least a good 500 in across the duration of this trip.
I would imagine between food and shopping and
you've met him already.
Possibly electronics. If you're still doing that, you could easily spend a bunch of money.
During the age of Conria.
I'm not doing that with the electronics because it makes no difference. Like after tax, it makes no difference. I might as well just buy it in the UK.
It carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
I was stopped by a train. Oh joy.
Yes. You're the brother of the princess. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you. Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden.
The weather.
I tried, Em. I tried to fix your points.
As for your
I don't know what the fuck it wants from me.
I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body.
I did a bunch of different things, just hoping that like something would stick.
Much changed.
And I couldn't really test it, but it looks like nothing did.
Strength is a
Hold on.
shadow of what it once was.
No. It's because
during our battle, it felt like I was fighting against.
No. I got you. I got you. Give me a second.
All right. Hi,
Give
Hurst.
me a second.
Still lost.
Hello.
I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still.
How are you doing today?
It's a shame we never faced
go through?
500
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, there you go. I'm Manual Bonk.
I was truly capable of.
I agree.
I'm doing okay.
Had we fought then,
think.
I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium,
pretty
you were
freaky.
using your full strength.
Pretty freaky.
You're very pretty.
So true. Well, not
If we
that,
face
not that
off
part,
again,
but
victory will come down to
Whoa.
I imagine.
Well, I asked how he's doing, and he said pretty.
Spectators around that could have gotten hurt.
pretty okay.
POV, my two friends in call are both very pretty.
I'm changing the channel status to pregnant man emoji.
I do get a bit freaky at night, that's true.
That means I lost.
The animatronics do get
Lonely boner.
Majesty, that's sorry.
Lonely boner tends to freak his mind at night.
M says we're pretty, so there we have it.
That freedom can take
I did see on the train today on my way home.
Radically different.
I saw this one. All right, I'm not beating the allegations. That's what I'm about to say. But I saw this one dude, and I'm like,
my primary motive.
Bro, what the
Once
fuck?
Natlan is saved.
I thought you were gonna say woman when you were talking about the allegations.
No.
My decision
I saw this one
this will not
dude.
change.
Let's
focus on the abyss.
I'm like, this man is like, this is like a person perfectly sculpted for the female
We will
gaze.
unleash
It's
a great
insane.
power that can be used to thwart the abyss.
I'm like, all right,
It's a
well.
power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is
The allegations I was referring to, Aloe. Less allegations per se, more that the fact that anytime he mentions a woman in a story, I ship him immediately.
the power of death.
That's kind of very parent of you.
Yeah. And
it sucks.
Like I said before, when a human ascends to
well,
the
hey, at least I'm not asking him when the wedding and when the kids are.
You telling me you never had your dad be like, look at his Joe and his girlfriend?
I literally,
four.
well, not even when I was like fucking in college, like a girl who was like my main friend through college. We met during orientation, and my dad was like,
not everyone can withstand.
Woman, objectify, have sex, boobies,
powers more formidable than any archon.
That never happens with my parents because I never let them know when I'm hanging out with a female friend.
Well, the problem is that my dad was at orientation with me.
Oh, I see.
Or I guess orientation maybe isn't the right term. This is like we were touring colleges before I eventually went there.
Back from the brink of death.
My favorite thing
In the face
is
of their bravery, I must respond in kind.
What's it called?
Duty.
If I am going to hang out with like any non-male friends
Right,
specifically,
that's enough for one
and
day.
my parents
You
ask
should
like,
head
"Oh, who
back
you
and
hanging
get
out
some
with?" I
rest.
just have to
I'm
make
sure
up
you're
like dude
exhausted.
names.
The abyss will likely sense the change.
Tell them you're gonna hang out with my mom.
Yeah, I was
There are
like,
many challenges to come,
there was one
so
time where we were hanging out with Cass, and I think it was like the first time we were hanging out with Tutu as well. And they're like, "Who are you hanging out with?" I'm like, "Oh, it's me, Go, and then what were the names I picked? I think it was like Kevin." and I picked a non-white name too.
I was gonna say Carl for Cass.
No, not Carl. Oh no! My bad. It wasn't Kevin. It was Kyle.
It's like something changed.
It was Kyle
it's
and
definitely
Carlo.
unusual, and we should all be careful.
But to be fair, I do have a
too
friend
much.
named Carlos.
I was gonna say, I thought you had a friend named Carlos.
I do have a friend named Carlos, but whatever, it's a common name.
If they think we're easy
I
prey,
was
they've
like,
got another
Cass,
thing
I'm sorry,
coming.
you were Kyle.
Someone's calling us.
You in this instance were Kyle.
Oh, Hershey, I just seen your tweet from earlier because I only just fucking got access to my Twitter account. What's going on with Twitter? Why are you making a Blue Sky?
Well, I funny enough, I downloaded Blue Sky like months ago, and I just didn't make an account. I don't think Twitter is actually dying. I think the only thing that's going to actually kill Twitter is if the site just straight up goes offline. I think that's literally the only thing that'll do it.
Agreed, but you do know that there's a reason right now that people are fussing, right?
Oh my god, Shiro's done it as well. Everyone's moving over.
No, there is there's definitely a reason. I was just giving that
Nope, we can't give
free
any of
text.
these to our soldiers.
But basically,
They were not tempered correctly at the
Twitter
forge.
now
Well-made
has
weapons and
a
shields are
they
vital for the
updated their terms
survival
of
of our
services in
Listen, I'm not
a
blaming
sense
you.
that
I know
now
this
you
isn't
can
your
no longer
usual
opt
standard
out
for our
of any pictures or any
why don't you all
tweets
just
you
take a
really
break
put
and
up not being used for like AI algorithm data collection.
So does that include anything that's already up there?
I believe so. I could be wrong on that one.
So, out of everything I've tweeted, they can take the least feminine man from Sheffield post, and me pissing on a motherboard, because that's about all I've uploaded.
Wait, you pissed on a motherboard?
Yeah.
Was that actually you?
September. Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's my bathroom.
I don't know what your bathroom looks like.
Don't worry.
How hold on. When did you piss on a motherboard? I mean, I'm not gonna go look at it.
Back in September.
Like...
I tweet like once every 2 months, so...
I assumed you just, like, got that footage from somewhere.
No, I almost never post something on Twitter that isn't my own.
Damn, like, straight boy allegations.
I repost stuff that isn't my own.
What about that is straight? What about pissing on a motherboard?
Pissing on things is straight, Hershey.
Okay, to be clear,
yes it is. Yes it is.
You are trolling.
Nah.
To be clear, it's not actual piss. I filled up an empty shampoo bottle with water and then put it between my legs.
Okay.
You know exactly what
Mr.
you did.
Level of Joseph, you are an insane man.
No. Name one time.
Some laminar flow piss if you think like.
Other than Aloe, name one time a gay has ever pissed on anything.
You have nowhere to run. That's when you apologize. You
actually, I mean, this is gonna get really dark. Actually, saying, but
pretty sure
I mean,
isn't that a kink?
Isn't that
okay? Kinks don't count.
Actually,
okay, hold on. Let me amend my statement then. Pissing on things is gay or is straight unless it's another man.
Not the one who needs an apology.
What? Pardon?
Excuse me?
Pissing on things is straight unless it's another man, then it's gay.
Okay, so gay sex is straight unless it's with another man, in which case it's gay.
For myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
Hold on. Okay, no, wait.
Better be
sincere.
sincere.
Kelly was only.
This is an incredibly serious.
I'm thinking of like your Justin Biebers and people who just pee on things. That's a straight boy thing. That's like frat boy behavior.
I know I made some
bad
choices.
Bieber never pissed on anything. I mean,
no, he did. He pissed in a mop bucket.
Yeah.
In like 2010.
Something.
What?
Because I thought I was special, but
why?
I wanted to help.
Because he's just a menace.
I don't know. There is a video of this man just pissing in a mop bucket at a concert, like before he.
I assume because he was drunk, but
you're right.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into everything about this, but like, oh boy, is it straight boy behavior, Hershey? Like, I will not be convinced otherwise. It is like an Oonga Boonga man instinct to just pee on things.
Well, okay, well, not
it's
pause.
drunk behavior.
Listen, pissing outdoors.
Just
actually, no. Even then, no, not really, because. What do you think, like, gay cavemen did? They didn't have bathrooms.
Anyway, don't feel too
they went to the.
I tampered with the bag.
Yeah, they went to the gay caveman club and they pissed like civilized gay cavemen.
I've pissed outdoors.
What
of course
you
didn't.
About?
You forget how many years I have on you.
Cavemen don't count. Everybody pissed out there. With the advent of indoor plumbing, pissing
in the modern
outside.
Context,
yes,
I will concede that.
Well, yeah, of course.
What if you're camping?
That's different. That's an extenuating circumstance.
You'll have to take responsibility for
It's not like if you're camping, you don't have to hold in your piss or risk losing your gay card. You just have to like be demure about it.
You have like made up a narrative for this in your head where you can change the rules at will. Where you're like, no. It's straight except for this. Oh, and except for that. Oh, and except for this.
Here's what I mean. If you're just existing in the modern context and you feel the need to like do like some like bro behavior and like pee on a thing, that's straight boy behavior.
Like this.
Who died and made you gay god, Joe?
Gay Jesus, obviously.
That's not strictly straight boy behavior. I think that's just like behavior that comes from a certain type of man in general.
And if we extrapolate, that certain type of man would typically be straight.
Okay, but that's correlation, not causation.
Yeah, exactly.
All the good things
I also I will give Joe a little bit of credit. I have pissed outdoors before.
Well, so have I.
Why?
So
why did you do this?
Why? Because I
Because I needed a piss and I was outdoors.
Like
you know what you're getting into listening to us.
Because
I really hope you're not chatting while driving.
Yes.
I mean, I shouldn't. I can't really lambast you for that. I literally did that on Allo's last stream. But
Taking care of the traveler isn't easy either.
please tell me you're not like actively in a moving car.
I would assume stopped either by a light or a train or something, as before.
I would also assume so.
Okay, please be safe.
I want to thank you.
But either way, it's as simple as I was outdoors, I needed a piss, I was very far away from a toilet, what else was I going to do?
I actually have a funny story with mine.
Go for it.
I was driving with my good friend Yusuf. Well, he was driving, I wasn't. My good friend Yusuf, we were driving around, and I was like, "Hey yo, I really gotta piss," and I was like, "Can we like pull over to a gas station or something?" He's like, "There isn't one for a little bit," and I'm like, "Damn." I'm like, "All right, can you pull over somewhere?" And he was like, "All right." Pulls over. I see a tree. In like this suburban subdivision. I'm like, perfect. So I'm just mega piss blasting the roots of this tree. And it's like maybe 8 or 9 p.m. at night. Like the sun is gone. And the house that this tree is like in front of has the curtains open. And I see this old man, maybe like 45, 50-ish, look at me, and we make eye contact. We lock eyes, and he starts to. I can see his lips mouth the words, "What the fuck?"
Because he was so impressed.
He slowly trudges his way towards the window. I cannot move because I am trying to finish pissing. I then up the PSI in order to get it out as fast as possible. I zip up, I jump back in the car, and I go, "Bro, you need to drive right the fuck now." And he was like, "Why?" I'm like, "I'm not explaining, just go." And then I explained it like 5 minutes later.
This is where you heard the Lord of the Night? Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Okay. Good. Please, be safe.
I'm still here. For a weak life form.
But yeah, that was
no less taxing an exercise
that was the last
than staying
time.
awake.
Was it the last time
I'm sorry for disturbing you.
It probably wasn't.
But there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier.
It was just on the way home from like school or college. I used to walk through this big woodland area.
He's not from Natlan,
and
so
it was
there are
quite
no
a
records
walk.
of him in the
So
Night
sometimes I would just need a piss. There's nobody else around. There's never going to be anyone else around. So why not?
Damn, Alan not beating the straight boy allegations.
It was pitch black. So like fuck it, why not?
Alright, weirdest places you guys have pissed. Go.
Speak your mind.
A graveyard.
What did they do?
Not on a grave, to be clear.
Okay. Like, dog. There's no way.
He is special.
I like how I immediately offset everything with that.
I didn't have anything close.
Has not been repaid.
Yeah, for me, it's only ever been indoors or, camping years and years ago. I screamed.
Like mine
not on a grave. Actually, no, it was Margaret Thatcher's grave. No, I'm kidding. I would. No, I would.
I would quite enjoy.
If the graveyard was the one that Margaret Thatcher's grave was in, I would piss all over it. But
I'd quite enjoy if we got a shirt that said like "grave pisser" and like the Doom font or something.
No, it just says "I pissed in a graveyard."
But it takes time.
And all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah.
Hello, at my funeral, please use the bathroom before you get.
Are you telling me I can't piss in the casket?
No.
Aww.
Serving as its protection.
But that's the best place for it.
Once that process is complete,
I'm sorry.
and having served its purpose, the outer shell will gradually disappear.
My casket can only have things that I deem to be epic.
Easy task.
such as my piss.
His piss is kind of epic given how fast he pees.
It's not epic to me.
Well, you just gotta open your heart.
But no.
And your casket.
Get this Kingdom Hearts shit up.
Yes, because I believe forging this name
like a bladder-shaped keyblade.
We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss.
Well, skip the bladder, just go right to a cock-shaped keyblade.
Will be.
Well, okay, yeah, but that's
that
not
implies
very...
that only men
My
piss.
life means
Yeah,
that all the people of
yeah,
women don't
obviously.
piss.
Women don't piss.
Yeah, no, women don't piss, they pee.
Yeah, women don't piss,
when
they
I'm staring
squirt.
death in the face. I don't think I'll regret this decision.
Yeah.
I bear
Women
the
don't
name
piss, they
Baraka.
trickle.
This is a part
Women
of my
don't
duty.
fart, they poop.
I understand. The chance may be exceeding.
Oopsie, I did a smelly. Nah, bitch, I think you shit. God motherfucking damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I completely got derailed from the question I asked earlier.
The anxiety you feel.
Actually, I really don't have a better
because
answer.
you saw something, yes?
Yeah, I'm a boring pisser, unlike some people here.
Like,
So, you know about that too.
What is
I'm
she
trying to think
talking
if there's
about?
anywhere else
I've had concerns
adjacent
for a
to
long
that.
time. Malika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future.
I think that's it for me.
It's just
I mean,
using this power
no,
on the
park when I was a
Archon has
kid.
always been seen as a taboo.
crazy.
And you did it anyway?
Well, that's not that crazy,
what did you
actually.
In a
see?
bush.
Oh, yeah, that's not that crazy.
A key part of Malika's
There was a
plan
common
is using
pissing
its
spot
materials to
at that park
release
that
the
like a lot of the kids would use.
Oh, wait, no, I have an answer to this question.
Yeah.
Considering
My
its
school's
origin,
gymnasium.
the price of using that power
On the floor.
is
Alright. Story time.
You're saying Malika is going to die in
Throwback
this war
to
against the
one
abyss?
of the biggest,
yes.
stupidest things I've ever fucking done in my
I
life.
can't just ignore what I saw.
When
That's
I was
why I need
in
the Traveler's
the
power.
4th grade, so I was
need
like
the power
9
of a
years old,
defender.
probably around this time.
Don't forget, Siglali.
I don't know why
Even if
I
it may
decided to do
seem like
this,
someone is
but I
fated to
was
die,
like, I want to
the
know
nature of
how
death
long
and
I
fate are
can
different.
not piss.
Fate indicates what
oh
will
boy.
happen in the
This was
future.
completely self-imposed.
Time,
Nobody asked me to
manner,
do this.
and place are
Oh
all
boy.
predetermined.
I wanted to know my
Death
own
is
limits.
different. Death is a rule.
Of course you did.
The limit of my
The ruler of
piss.
death's power will allow
Why
Malika to triumph over
to
the
know
abyss.
this? I'm
But
pretty sure I
she
did like
must offer
permanent
her own
damage
life
to
in the
myself.
process.
But
What? Because you pushed too hard?
Death cares little for the
no,
time and manner of death.
I discovered my limit,
She
and I
simply
think it
guarantees that
was
it will occur.
9 hours.
Fate may be able to
Wait, what limit are we talking about?
I do that when I go to bed.
Holding it?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Well, no. I
Wait,
needed the
you're
bathroom
saying
from like the
we might be able to
period
change when
1
she
of the
dies,
day.
but not the outcome?
Oh.
I cannot
And
help
it was
you
from
face,
like,
I'm afraid. It's
what,
beyond
7
my
a.m. until like
capabilities.
maybe 1 or 2 p.m.
Malika knows
That wasn't
about all
9
this.
hours. I guess
That
it was
was
more
like
like
6 hours.
6. Yeah, 6
Yes.
or 6-ish hours.
I imagine she has long accepted this
And
eventuality.
eventually,
Well, I
middle of the
can't.
day during
She's
like
so strong. She never gives up.
midday prayer
Never
that we
rests
did in
until
my
a
school,
problem is solved.
I was like,
She's not the type of person
well,
to just quietly
that's my
accept
limit.
her death.
I'm going
The
to now
Traveler shares
run.
that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it.
And
Together,
I
I
didn't
know
fully
they can
make it, but I
overcome the impossible.
technically didn't piss
Be
in
it
the gym. I
fate
guess it'd be more like the
or
hallway,
death.
but
We shall have to wait and see.
It's still goofy.
Curb my
yeah,
expectations.
9-year-old me was really stupid.
My time is running out.
My,
My honor to witness
you go ahead.
humanity in this
No.
moment of absolute.
Oh my gosh, fine, I'll go ahead. Related, my friend's little brother,
Contributions.
I don't know if we even knew that he had to poop,
find a way to
but
keep
we were
you
trying to get him upstairs at one point, and he just like pooped on the stairs at my friend's house. He was like,
How many
I don't know,
years of life are enough?
3, like still pretty little.
100? 1,000?
I can tell a related story to that.
Beagle?
Go on.
It was me. It was me.
Go on, you poopy creature.
Alright.
I don't remember how old I was, but I was definitely no older than probably 2.
Okay.
Because this is a story that was told from like my parents' perspective. TLDR, apparently they went out They went out. My granddad was the one looking after me for the evening. And apparently I heard Shat and decided the best course of action was to try and land it in the potty across the room by throwing it.
Holy shit, you did the Reddit thing.
So, my granddad comes upstairs and just sees shit flung all over the room.
You literally did the fucking rage comment of the guy shitting in his hand and trying to shoot it in the Okay, that's really funny.
Devious little creature behavior.
I was like 2. And then like a couple of years later, this was not me, but there was a kid in my infant school that like shat his pants before he could get on the toilet, and it was kind of comical being in the changing rooms while this kid is just in the cubicle crying and farting. I mean, I was like 5, but it's still funny to think about now.
The phrase "crying and farting" is pretty funny on its own.
Oh man, if I could be having the worst cry of my life, but if I fart, then it's gonna come to an end pretty quick.
Man, how come none of the weirdos I encounter in the bathroom are ever make me laugh like that?
And she
the most I get
because I am the weirdo.
Like I said before,
you're not like a freaky weirdo. Like when I was in, I almost said the name of my college. When I was in college,
just keep it with you during your time in Natlan.
I was just, in the bathroom doing my thing. There's only one stall and one urinal in this bathroom, mind you.
Mad.
That building had like a decent handful of bathrooms. This was just one in like a very awkward area. And I'm doing my thing, and I just hear this dude at the urinal moaning, and I'm like, at first I'm like, oh, it must be a really good piss. And then after like maybe a minute, I'm like,
the Lord of the Night's will.
This is a little too long.
Shows what she wants you to see.
No, in other words, don't worry about this form. When you want to check the contents, just take it out and have a look.
How do I put this? I knew he was fucking whacking it because
at a urinal.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know what kind of freak you've got to be to think a urinal is the best place for that.
Yeah. Do it in a stall like a normal person.
Yeah. Like do it in like at least a private bathroom. This wasn't a private bathroom.
She would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's
this was like I said, it was a small bathroom. It only had one urinal and one stall, but it was like
exactly.
I'm like,
just take it.
A little, almost sort of impressive that he was able to like bust in like a minute and a half. that kind of speed running I can respect. But
he must have been desperate.
Maybe, but like at a urinal.
Maybe the added pressure of the fact that he was at a urinal made it so he got it over with faster.
I mean, yeah, maybe he had like some sort of like risk fetish. I'm just imagining the board game, but you're bricked up.
Exhibitionism, right? That's what you mean?
Yeah.
I
don't know what the board game is. I was thinking of the CPU architecture.
No, Risk is a board game. It might just be an American board game. I don't know. Where in the very American style, it's about war, and how you at the beginning of the game you flip up a card to see what country you start in.
I'll handle it myself.
And you try to conquer other countries by like sending troops and then rolling dice based off of how many troops you send.
Oh, the British Empire.
Yeah, apparently I've only played the game like once, but apparently Australia is really broken because it's really hard to invade if you get it as a starting area.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised.
But now,
when you said Risk, I was like Risk fetish. My mind went to like someone just gooning over the thought of like an M4 iPad.
Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the collective of plenty.
Oh, look at its efficiency!
Could this also?
If anyone, I feel like that'd be you out of the three of us.
Things continue
No,
like this.
why?
Not an iPad, but just some device.
I know.
Why?
But we're seeing.
I
He
like
loves
technology. But I like
knows
technology, but I'm not combing over it. If I was, I'd probably be like significantly more of a consumer.
It's its best opportunity and its final chance.
I'd be on that fucking Vodafone contract where you get an iPhone 19 every year.
For as long as we can?
Now here's the thing.
As long as it's not green.
I kind of understand that college is just naturally kind of freaky. Like I get it.
Warriors have already left to rescue them.
But at a urinal is still insane.
Agreed.
All right. Shilonen, Kachina.
Well, one time, when I was like, actually, this happened more than once, which is kind of depressing now that I'm thinking about it. I have multiple times found used condoms just next to my car.
Right away.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed.
And I'm like, why? Why my car? What makes the back of like my car like the spot for back shots?
That's like next level not putting the shopping cart back. It's like you are just refusing to engage with the rules of society. Condoms don't just go on the street.
Okay,
I was gonna ask,
that's fine, but why my car?
I was gonna ask what car you drive, if it was like something freaky about it, but that
No!
helps you in some way.
No, not really. It's not like a cool-looking car. I mean, my car's fine.
His car is so freaky that people can't help but go into it.
If you want to look it up, it is a 2014 Ford Taurus.
They won't be able to hold out
It's
for long.
not a sexy car. I wouldn't say it's ugly,
Can I
but
leave
it's
them to you? Thank you. The hot
Oh,
air
it's
balloon
pretty
is
run-of-the-mill car.
yeah, it's like a pretty normal car.
Definitely, I mean, it's a nice car. It's not an ugly car by any means.
It's not, yeah, but like it's definitely not like. It's not a car you would think, damn, bro, this is turning me on. I
want to put my cock in its exhaust pipe.
Well, people do have that whole fucking cars fetish.
I know people do, and I don't understand it, but like at the same time, like I don't know. It would be funny to find out what noise it makes if you turned on the car and stuck a dick in the exhaust pipe.
I just gotta slam my penor in my significant other here, at the side of this car.
I want to slam my penor in this 2014 Ford Taurus and leave the evidence on the floor. Maybe that's what they were doing.
I want to slam my penor in this 20-year-old. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess that's what they did.
I mean, yeah.
Speaking of gay and straight behaviors from earlier, the jerking off into the urinal thing could be gay behavior. Like, maybe they're trying to meet somebody in the bathroom.
No. I already knew what the fuck room was at my school.
But was it the gay fuck room?
No, I mean, I don't know. I only had like, well, actually I had a decent amount of like not straight friends now I'm thinking about it, but they weren't that. It was more of the straight couples that were the freakier ones. Wait, hold on. We're out the floor cum guy.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again.
The fuck? Where's the hot air balloon?
There was this guy I knew. We will call him Jake. That is not his actual name.
Okay.
Jake was I mean, he is, I guess, still. He's like a very tall, big, imposing dude. Who is bisexual, and for this story, that's important. Basically, I still have his Facebook information, but the guy's a huge dick, so...
Okay.
I can't...
Oh, damn, if he has a huge dick, then I might be...
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
You didn't check.
Personally, I don't want to find out. I don't like that guy. He is kind of an asshole. Not even kind of, he's like a massive asshole. But
a massive asshole, you say?
He almost wore my jacket because I wouldn't call Xbox X-bitch one time, and I'm like, bro, dude, grown ass man, you can't be serious. But anyways, Jake did not get along very well with many people. I'm a very patient dude, so I was able to tolerate him for a while. And he had a roommate who was from our school's golf club, and this is how I found out we had a golf club. And the guy was like, you know, every time Joe was like, that's like a stereotypical straight dude thing. It is that guy. It is that caricature.
Right. Okay.
Dude is like pounding mad tuna like every other day.
Tuna.
mad tuna.
Dude, I'm in the mood for some maguro.
It's some insane tuna. But no, he would always like have ladies that he'd bring back to his dorm, and then squeak it. And he was also a purveyor of you know, leaving his rubbers on the floor and shit like that. And that, you know, reasonably so pissed off Jake.
Thank you for coming.
Because, you know, what the fuck, you share the room.
At least we got here in time.
I know, but it's not
one
that
time,
our cart was
there
also
was
attacked,
a
and now
that's not important, right?
mystery
I know,
fluid,
but these were medical
a mystery
supplies.
white fluid on the
Oh
ground.
boy.
Knowing Jake's roommate, you could probably easily assume
We
what
came to
this
help,
was.
but looks like you don't
But
need it.
for some reason, and nobody asked, but I don't even know why he didn't
Messengers from the
question
side. If you see a messenger,
why he would do this.
Seems like you can hold your own in a
But
fight.
he was like, "Is that
still
cum?"
looks like
It's all
And then
right.
he dips his
if we
finger
stay
in
here
it,
too long.
tastes it, and
Oh,
goes, "Yeah, that's cum," and tells me the story, very straight-faced. And my immediate thought is, why'd you have to taste it? Like, one, and two, I didn't know he was bi at this point. So two, I was like, how do you know it was cum?
yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't think his sexuality has much to do with that. If I saw cum on the floor, I wouldn't go, oh, give me... Oh.
I'm like best case.
Well, it would be on brand for you to do that.
I'm like,
yeah, but I wouldn't be like, I wonder what that is. Let me just,
I'm
oh god, that's
like,
what it is.
I'm like, best case scenario, what did you think it was? Did you think it was like ranch or something? Well, like, there's no way you just didn't even have an inkling of a clue what it was. There's no shot.
It is crazy, because even if you're the gayest little fella known to man in this call with us, like, sounds like a great way to get an STD.
Yeah, it's just random cum on the floor.
If you are a dude, you know what cum looks like.
Yes.
Straight up, like, there's no way you wouldn't know.
At least he didn't look hurt.
But and that's why I was like, did you have like, I don't know, were you like into him? And he's like, no, I fucking hated the guy. I'm like, then why did you eat his cum? And he's like, you're missing the point. I'm like,
poor M, just shocked.
I'm like, I feel like I'm pretty on point here. I can't imagine.
Looks like a battle is in
Like,
progress.
even from like a straight guy's perspective, I can't fathom why you
These
would
things
want.
gonna keep coming.
You have just summarized the plot of Saltburn.
Like, I can't.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if like this was like hetero.
But it's not anonymous, so it's like less freaky in the movie, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't justify being like.
I think only the freakiest of freaks could justify that, to be honest. It's like that's behavior that I would expect from those people who like save people's condoms that they've hooked up with and put them with a picture on their wall.
I don't know what to do next.
Thank goodness.
I actually didn't even know about that.
You're
That's
right.
insane.
That will take time.
Like, it's obviously not a common thing, but I've seen it happen multiple times where
That's serial
on the
killer
internet
type
where people
behavior.
have like a Polaroid of a guy and then save his condom with the cum in it and staple it to the Polaroid and put it on their
Thanks
wall.
for your help.
All right, I
Hang in
will
there,
say
you two.
this. I'm gonna give Drake credit for once for doing something really funny. Where
Oh god.
there, this really shows you how fucking corny this man is. But I'm not gonna lie, this was really funny and it actually worked.
Mhm.
There was this one model that he was like banging at one point, and I guess he wanted his kid for some reason.
This is the place.
I don't know why. But he, after using she was gonna like take the nut out of this is extremely graphic, but she was gonna take the nut out of his condom and then just use that.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
And then he poured hot sauce in the condom. So not only did she not get pregnant, she did a ton of damage to herself. And it's like, one, that holy shit, that's an extreme cornball. Like I thought 6 levels ahead of you. I brought the Valentina hot sauce with me because I knew. Oh yeah, that was a floor come guy. Yeah.
Good old floor come guy.
Take flight.
Yeah.
Floor come guy. I'm actually didn't notice that.
Yeah. I'd be more on his side if he wasn't such a dick.
Thank you for coming. Fairly stable for now.
What about the monsters that suddenly
And then he
appear?
says, "You are what you eat."
Based
I
on
mean,
my
I guess,
experience,
but like,
that's why we
I mean,
set up our
he
front
buys, so
line.
probably, yeah.
The messengers.
I think he's in the Marines now, so I guess he's still really into semen.
I do read a lot of freaky and kinky shit, but I... ... Yeah,
that was a good joke, Hershey. I'll acknowledge that.
Thank you, Al.
I missed it, what?
Joke.
I said he is in the Marines now, so I guess he really... or he is in the Navy now, so I guess he still is really into semen. Which is true, he actually is in the Navy.
That's a decision for the traveler.
Yeah, Em, I feel you.
Yes. This is who we're sending to fight my people.
I also feel like I get into a lot of weird shit, but Lorcom guy is still pretty out there.
By the way, if you've got some time,
it's just so funny to be like, is that nut? Tastes it? Yes, that is nut.
Tastes like
disgusting.
come to me.
Exactly. It tastes like his, no less.
Here's the current situation. If you have
I just wonder how the com got on the floor in the first place. Cleaned up.
I would rather not ponder.
Like I don't know. I just feel like surely you'd be conscious of the fact that it needs cleaning.
I am not one who would nut often on a college campus.
Wow, there are so many people
So I wouldn't
here.
know.
Looks like it really is.
I mean, I also wouldn't know because my university wasn't really real.
Oh, I mean, I only partially know just because I got bored in art class one time. Not in the middle of art class. I should probably say that.
Wait, yeah, what are you doing in art class?
No. Alright, fine.
I never lived in uni accommodation, so I didn't get to experience any of that shit.
Long story short, I was in a visual communications class. Was the name of the course, which is basically just it's just a really fancy word for like photography and analyzing perspective in art and photos. And the guy who taught the class, he himself was his own cryptid. He was very interesting. I left the class because I was bored. And when I left, the guy was in like a full suit. Pay attention to that. That'll be important in a second.
Yeah, it really feels like we're running
I
short on
decide
people
to go talk to my friend because this class was the only classroom in this particular building, and it was attached to the radio station. And my friend, who I sort of had a thing for, also worked at that radio station. We talked for a bit. It was fun. I got bored, and then I went to the bathroom. And then I watched, I think it was Naruto for a little bit.
She always seems so.
Because I was still getting caught up to that. Then I got
Naruto
bored
made
again.
you so horny you had to jerk off. I've been there.
No. I just got bored because I was in a filler arc, and I'm like, ugh.
Good idea.
And I was like, oh, that's not gonna do it. So then I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll fucking we'll fucking smack the chicken or whatever. And I will add, this was in a private stall.
Wanna get some rest, traveler?
This was not in a shared bathroom. This was like a door with a lock. Did my thing. went back to class.
We managed to.
Maybe I was gone for maybe like 30 minutes. When I get back, the professor is now in a full tracksuit, and I asked my friend who was like asleep, and I'm like, "Hey, wasn't he wearing like a suit earlier? Like I left. What happened?" He's like, "I don't know, man. I just woke up and he started taking his clothes off," and I'm like, "What?"
The wind rises.
Apparently, he just had like a tracksuit underneath his like normal suit because he had like a court date or something. Which begs the question: why the fuck was he in court? But
jerking off after watching Naruto.
no, okay, look, I wasn't jerking off because of Naruto. Let's get that straight.
A likely story.
It was out of boredom for the current filler arc of the 4th Great Ninja War was fucking dragging.
That's weird because I also feel like I was watching that during college.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how the timing of that would overlap, but I guess that arc probably went on for a few years.
I mean, what the manga ended when I was in college.
I don't remember when it ended for me.
There are too many of them! They just keep coming!
I'm just relaying the story of the time my teacher just stripped in the middle of class and I missed it.
Whirling snow!
Squall fury.
There was always some freaky happenings at my school.
Yeah, I feel like college is just 4 years of people coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, every college has the designated fuck room.
What do you mean, what? That's what college is.
I mean, what? Like, I feel like because I, well, 1, went to like a uni that didn't really exist, and 2, didn't stay in houses of residence. I kind of avoided
Houses of
so
Reddit.
much
Houses
shit.
of Reddit.
Houses of residence.
There's a bunch of fedora wearing dudes.
I was gonna say houses of residence, so I tried to correct myself.
Go on.
Hips fedora. Malaria. Hips out of foreskin, Maloney.
Oh hey, it's the emo twink.
Crazy.
Thanks.
The situation is grave. Hold this position. Keep the people
Oh my
safe.
god, it's the guy with the cool mask.
That's what the point of the mask
Shut the
is.
fuck up!
And it knows that now is its best chance.
But the sacred flame
Can't do anything.
I'm going to strangle you.
I know you are with your big buff Dorito Man arms.
Joe,
Yeah, no,
take
your head's gonna explode.
Take your normal pills. Quick.
I haven't made that joke in probably like a year, and you're just like already done.
Yeah, because it's like referencing a fucking 9gag meme.
I've made it to my block. I am walking to mi casa.
Alright.
What was that?
Make it back to the casa safe, please.
Yeah. I think I'm like always works late shift like this, so they know what they're doing.
Okay. I know, I'm just saying.
I'll rob someone in the process, yeah.
Now that's
M isn't locked in a room with them. They're locked in a room with M.
Now that's the move.
The fact that Deadpan Kanich is this nervous just goes to show how serious this really is.
This just looks like a Kirby final boss.
The disaster's really happening.
Man.
Despair engulfs the heaven.
Earlier when you were like, I saw your Twitter post, I was like, oh shit, which one?
I open Twitter like once every 2 weeks just to check in on things, and then I close the tab and forget that I have it.
Next to a bunny, you don't want to move. Oh, I feel that.
Those Saurians are fighting each other.
I get that with pets. I don't usually care about wild animals.
No, I love wild animals. I was like that the other day with some birds. They were just
this one here is usually wild enough for me. Nudge, nudge.
Hmm?
Nothing. I'm just calling you a wild animal.
No.
You sound
I'm
EP.
I'm so domesticated. What do you mean?
Well, you're without an owner.
Yeah. That doesn't make you undomesticated.
Should actually read that probably. Tenebros bibiflora. From the deep, dark depths of a twisted and fucked up world. So it's a shapeshifter.
I really want a pet raccoon.
Embrace the ice.
And then you can name it Rigby.
Maybe. I don't know. I would probably. I guess it would depend on.
The wind rises.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't have a name now, but I'm not gonna give a name anytime soon anyway. But I would like.
Freddy Fazbear.
Upon the gate.
No.
You dare to gaze upon me?
What?
I'm not naming it Freddy Fazbear.
Why not?
That's the raccoon. It's not even a bear.
Freddy Fazbear.
Alaprax, try not to name things after FNAF or Farts Challenge.
Michelangelo.
What about your Colangelo?
Yeah.
I also one thing I like to do since I can't really have a pet right now is just sort of like look up one from like adoption centers and just be like, oh man,
we were on our way to the stadium.
I saw a Pomeranian that was named Bean, and I'm like, damn, that's a really good dog name.
And now,
I don't do that only because I know that I'm gonna feel bad and be like, I want it, but I can't have it. So.
No, I listen. I've gotten used to that heartbreak like years ago. I'm over it. Now I'm just like, I just want to look at them.
But anyway, right now.
Besides, if there's ever a tiny dog, if I ever feel the need to bully a tiny dog, I can just go grab Roy.
I just can't. I see goobers on the RSPCA website and I'm like, I won. So I need to keep my distance until I move into somewhere where I can actually have a pet.
I love the ones that they give just like really crazy off the wall names too, where it'll be like Gore Killer 9000 and it's like the most like docile looking.
Yeah, no, I love that. The last time I went on the RSPCA website, I saw a cat named Asbestos. And I was like, I would do that. I have 3 cat names: Asbestos, Freddy Fazbear, and iPhone.
If I got a cat, I would just name it Jelly.
I've thought about just naming a cat Goober.
Goober?
Goober.
That would be pretty cute if you named your cat Goober.
I'd have 2 cats. One would be named Goober. One would be named Intel Core i7.
Intel Core i7. No, but it'll become outdated in the next 5 years.
Silence.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm outdated.
I will call my new pet Ikuya.
I will call my new pet PlayStation 3.
This is my new Tibetan mastiff. His name is Scothawa.
Be sanctified.
This is my new Pomeranian. His name is HD DVD.
This is my new Chihuahua. His name is Jay Schlatt.
It's you. After you left, some of them started evacuating the civilians.
Bold and dangerous to name a pet after a YouTuber.
True.
Any kind of content creator.
I'm the only survivor we're done for now.
No, there's a solution to that. There's a solution to that.
If they're already, if everyone already thinks you're a piece of shit, it's fine. Naming my cat Shane Dawson.
Can you spare some equipment for it? I've never been in a
You're reclaiming it.
I'm young.
No, my cat is.
I'm naming my cat P. Diddy.
Admittedly, I never made it.
Okay, hold on. Whoa.
There are others willing to join us as well.
He was at the parties.
Them to fight. We can't let the bloods. We can't watch on as our hero.
I'm just rehoming him.
You just got to do what I do and name your pets after friends that you
take these.
Believe won't get canceled.
Hatsune Miku.
Now the
That's a pet name.
Yeah, my personal friend Hatsune Miku.
My personal friend Hatsune Miku. I have a plushie, so that's close enough.
Got it.
Now the ultimate is naming your pit bull.
No need. You'll have.
True.
Thank you both.
What if no, you name your pitbull Mr. Worldwide.
Not going down without a fight. Thanks.
But,
Mr. 305.
Actually, you know another thing about my people that I hate?
My people is pitbull your people.
No. I'm talking about other.
Well, I don't care now.
There's a common trope where a lot of Arabi families will name their cats Issa, which just means cat. And
that's brilliant.
Why? Well, yeah, like we know what it is. Like there was no one was confused. No one was like, "Oh my god, what is that?" Nobody was like, "What is that monstrosity that you let in your house and are throwing bits of lamb to?"
Now I've got an idea. We challenge that narrative. You get a cat, you name it Dog.
These warriors are struggling.
No.
Without them.
I refuse.
Why not?
No, I don't.
It's challenging the norms.
Damn it! I looked up earlier. When I was thinking about the raccoons. I looked up. What do you take care of the raccoon? In the thumbnail picture, it's this raccoon with both the hands up looking like it's in a side.
Sharing my knowledge. I'll settle this.
I love him so much. Go with that, and I also really like snakes.
Let the mighty be humble.
Which
get a Python and call it C++.
That's cute.
Get a Python and call it Java.
Yeah.
Snakes are one of those things where it's like.
This is thanks to your efforts last
I
time.
think it'd be cool to own, but I don't know if I would because that's the thing with like
All
snakes.
right.
Their
time to evacuate. For anyone who still wants to fight on the front lines,
and their beauty isn't
the children
something
of
that should
Echo's
be
front
like
is the closest to here.
appreciated the same way as like a cat and a dog. Like obviously, like you don't really
of
cuddle
Echoes
them
are
or
now
anything.
then.
I mean, if they're cuddling you, it's probably to kill you. Actually,
You can pet them.
You can pet
if they're
them.
docile enough.
Yeah, you can pet them.
But if Natlan
It's
is
just-
destroyed,
If anyone wants
I
a
don't know, they
future,
have a certain
it's
elegance
on
to
them
them that
to
I
go
dig.
out there and grab it.
Very well. For Natlan.
for Nat.
This
You
little
heard
bee
them.
is home.
This
Yay.
means we'll all be going to support.
Great. Well,
Don't worry. It'll be just like another night warder.
I don't know. I really, I tend to really like animals that have a bad rap. Like I love snakes, I love sharks, and I love raccoons.
I don't even know why raccoons get a bad rap.
Because people say they're dirty.
Oh,
They're known for being like trash scavengers, and so that comes with associations.
From what I've heard,
I was gonna say saying they're dirty. I'm pretty sure half the men on Earth could say the same about their foreskin.
Hey, actually, I'm circumcised. I can't even pretend to be offended.
It's like there are just certain types of animals based on what they eat that automatically get a rap. If you're a scavenger or a bottom feeder or anything like that, you're not going to be thought well of.
Yeah, but like
are also
cats
very
eat
clean,
rats,
too.
and they don't really get much of a bad rep. In fact, they get a good rep for
they
it.
clean and green.
Yeah, but the thing is, raccoons also wash their food a lot.
Yeah, I've seen that video a million times where the goober puts
A
cotton
sugar
candy
cube into water.
Yeah, and it just disintegrates, and I always feel bad.
Because you see him like, no.
Like, no, my boy, he can't comprehend it. Doesn't understand the weight of this scenario.
Does not understand ABCs.
Does not connect.
Cannot play Connect 4.
I don't play Connectimals.
Oh. I never played that, but I played Connect Adventures.
I think I played the demo for Connectimals.
I have also played the demo for Connectimals.
I didn't own a Connect. I didn't own an Xbox 360, but I played Connect Adventures at a friend's house.
I owned a...
And now I own a Connect, and now who's laughing?
Yeah, I absolutely thought the Connect would be a thing, and it so was not.
It was a
really
thing for the
good.
360 for a while, and then they tried it with the Xbox One.
No,
and
but
it
like
just
what?
didn't.
There weren't any games on it. Like Sonic Riders, maybe, but
Okay.
more or less there were no games.
Dance
Okay,
Central.
so
And yeah,
What
I guess
about-
I also just don't care about those. I'll acknowledge those are big games.
You can
It
have
was-
Connect but no games, or games but no games.
Games, but no games.
Games, but no
I
games.
don't want to Connect. No, but here's the thing. I will give the Connect some credit. It was good. It actually did have good tracking for dancing games specifically.
Yes.
Its tracking on that was actually pretty good in its day.
Yeah, people have used it for VTubing stuff.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I
We
was
tried
gonna
to
use
set
it for
that
my
up at one
VTubing
point.
stuff originally. I think the main problem with the Connect is they made an incredible piece of technology incredibly cheap, and then didn't know how to use it. Because there's this there's this online shopping place here called Ocado that like you can only order from them online. And all of their automated picking is done using little robots that have Connects on their heads. Like, it's an amazing tool. It's just fucking useless for games. It's like the IR camera on the bottom of the Switch. Like, nobody ever used that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that ice cream is such a funny shape. I assume it's just the little dollop and not the whole base part. It almost
ice
looks like
cream?
a butt plug or something. In the Meat Space channel.
What is that? That's not ice cream.
It's mango, your favorite.
Oh.
Have you ever had mango ice cream?
No, there was a place that opened up in town not long ago that did mango ice cream, and I kept meaning to go over and try it. But then they closed down after like a year of operation, and I was like, well, that's gone now. So
I bet we can
guess
find
I'm
you
never
some while
having
you're
it.
over here.
Wait, what? Wait. That's ice cream?
Apparently.
What is the base, M? Is it just all plastic? Is the ice cream, is the little mango bit, is it in some kind of shell? Or is it like, are you relying on the plastic to eat it without getting messy?
It looks it.
Anyway,
I have
little
not
man's
seen
become
that.
fond of Mango Monster.
I wasn't even become fond of it. I've always been fond of it.
Okay, he's
It's
always
the best flavor.
I've been made aware that he's fond of mango.
It's the best flavor. And then I tried an orange flavored one recently that was really good as well. I just don't remember
Yeah, you
hold
Brits do
on.
like
what
orange.
it's called.
I don't know if the mango one is the best one.
I don't remember what the orange one's called. Let me find it.
I've never had Monster.
It's called Chaotic Tropical Orange.
You
Orange
know,
one.
Joe, you're not an energy drink connoisseur.
Yeah, like I will consume caffeinated sodas at times, but I don't do proper energy drinks or even coffee.
Oh, but you got it. But the peach nectarine Red Bull is goated.
All plastic bottom. The mango has an ice cream paste layer that keeps it together very soft.
Oh, that does sound really nice.
I'm gonna rejoin on my
Paste.
phone.
Oh, thank goodness, those people are still standing.
What, are you gonna go dig around your kitchen for something?
Hola.
Hello,
I gotta go.
Roboprax.
I gotta go hunting.
Does it sound like shit?
You're fine. Like, I can tell, but you're fine.
Okay, I'm using Bluetooth headphones, so I don't know how bad it is, but I need to try some monster flavors when I get over there, because I'm sure you guys have more flavors than we do.
Yeah, we can do a Mountain Dew night, and then we can do a Monster night.
Well, Monster night.
Oh no, we won't want to do it in the night.
No, it's gotta be a
monster.
Monster morning.
Monster morning.
That's gotta, yeah. No, that's gotta be like we, like, head there after breakfast or something.
Yeah, have a gigantic filling breakfast and then chug a ton of fucking soda.
A gigantic breakfast consisting of one Jimmy and then a monster.
One Jimmy.
I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say.
What does Jimmy mean to you? A sprinkle?
John.
Oh, that Jimmy. That's probably not going to be breakfast, but that's probably going to be lunch.
I thought you meant like a Jimmy as in like a sausage patty or something.
I need some like sit down pancakes and hash browns and stuff, so that's going to be breakfast.
One thing that well of abyssal energy.
And also giant donuts at place.
Archon is guarding the flame.
That's not breakfast food. Donuts are not breakfast food.
Donuts are breakfast food.
All right.
No, the fuck they are not.
They're not part of a balanced breakfast, but they are breakfast.
They're not part of any breakfast. You can't take something that's 99% sugar and be like,
when do you guys eat donuts?
We don't.
I need to temper expectations. The place with the giant donuts is just okay.
That's it. It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be giant.
Gather your strength.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, I wouldn't suggest eating there. It's just picking up the donut and leaving.
That's fine.
The actual restaurant itself is kind of mid.
That's fine.
You're right. Well, then guess we.
But Aloe, we have a whole class of breakfast pastries.
If you want to set off right away.
Like when you think you guys invented fucking scones. That's the same shit.
Yeah, but they're not 99% sugar.
Close enough.
They can be if they're made well.
They're made well, made American.
Pancakes, waffles, scones, donuts, coffee cake. There's all kinds of like specifically breakfast pastry desserty things.
Y'all are just mad we're flavor maxing.
Flavor maxing. I think you mean cancer maxing.
Yeah. Okay, what's your point? Who cares? I'm gonna die anyways.
Yeah, but like I would rather live a little bit longer. And
what, to be old?
Things are bad here. Something in the sky that's impervious to our attacks.
To be old, yeah, and then have nobody take care of me, so I'm not gonna have
He
kids.
and I can deal with the remaining monsters and abyssal pylons.
No.
You should go catch
Listen,
up with the rest
if
of the group
I
before
die
your parents start worrying
enjoying,
about you.
like if I die and I got to eat a bunch of good food,
Safe, Kachina.
you know, that ain't that bad.
That's the difference, though. It's not good food.
Oh, it's not good
You
food.
are fussy.
Right. Sound.
Fussy.
True words from a true non-flavor maxer.
I don't think it's fair to call me fussy when I don't want to eat like carcinogens and fucking.
No. You have to respect our culture.
Respect your culture.
Yeah, you have to imbibe our poisons or we'll be offended.
I mean, it would be nice if you did the same by respecting food.
Well, look who's too good for high fructose corn syrup now. Wow.
Yeah, no, I am. Because the last time that I tried something for the first time over there, it just about killed me. So.
Which was what?
Cheesecake.
Oh my god, you were fine.
I was not. It was so sugar. It was so sweet. It was 900 million grams of sugar in one bite.
It's a cake. What did you expect? It's supposed to be sweet.
But it was to the point where like I literally like convulsed.
Dude, it's cheesecake. It's like admittedly maybe a little bit less mild than some, but like you're so dramatic.
I mean, if you want, actually, real talk, if you want like a less
so sweet, it like literally makes me like bleh, I want to throw it out my mouth.
Actually, real talk, Alan, if you want a less sweet cheesecake, I can give you Arabic cheesecake, like
I
kanafa.
would be very interested in trying that as a cheesecake lover.
I would just want to try cheesecake where it isn't like 9 million grams of sugar per serving.
Like, it's still sweet, but it's not nearly as sweet as, like, regular cheesecake. I think the taste is good. I just don't like its texture, personally. And that's not even to say it's, like, a bad texture. It's just not, like, a texture that I like, particularly. But I could still eat it. It's also warmer than cheesecake. Like, a lot of cheesecake is traditionally, like, sort of cold.
Well, that's fine by me. It's just whatever Joe gave me last was sickeningly sweet to me.
For context, we picked up like some shit from Cub that's like, I assume made in house, and it's in like these little plastic things. So it's not like high quality by any means, but I like it, and it's cheap and easy. I'm sure we could get you like proper cheesecake in Chicago.
Appreciate your help.
I've been looking out for like cheesecake at work whenever it's on sale, but it never goes on sale. So at some point, I'm just gonna have to say fuck it and buy it.
I would love
See
to.
if it's like sickeningly sweet here as well or not.
I want to be shoveling desserts into my mouth constantly, so there will be lots of opportunities for you to like try a bite of things if you want.
I always thought that
And I will probably throw up and die and shit my pants.
I'll try to bring you some Arabic food.
Pack some extra nappies then.
I don't wear nappies. I'm a full-grown bitch.
Full-grown bitch.
We've had to abandon our homes and chase the dying light
Yeah, I'm
of
not
day.
mad.
And maybe the
I'm a
only
bum.
time we'll see the dawn again
I'll
is
bring
in
you some
our dreams.
baklava too.
But as long as there's even a sliver
whatever that
of
is.
hope,
It's like
I am
these.
not gonna give up.
The American
catch up with
way
the
of
group.
saying it is baklava, but
I wouldn't know.
we don't have a V in Arabic, so it's just baklawa. And it's a flaky dessert. It's like a tiny little flaky crisp that has what is it? It's not fructose corn syrup. It's like a sweet syrup. I don't remember what it's called. Like a clear sweet syrup. That's usually drizzled on it, and then it's filled with like nuts.
Oh, okay, I'm out.
Wow, right.
Oh, you don't like
Everyone's
nuts?
struggling just to defend
Yeah, this might shock you, but not big on nuts.
On the bright side,
I love nuts, so that sounds great. I'm down to try that too.
The crux of the issue is that the heart of the abyss itself
I'd probably have
has
to bring
joined the
them.
invasion. That's
I'll
a
probably
power we
just bring
just
them
can't
beforehand.
match. I have every faith in the courage of our people. The Natlanese will never give in to despair.
Yeah, I'll just grab them
Still,
beforehand.
the fact
and bring them.
I don't think I've ever had tres leches cake either, but I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend
I'm
too
sure
much
it's getting
time
tired from all this
in
flying, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, Paimon's going too.
my fellow dune goers.
We'll leave the children of Echo to you guys. Flower Feather Clan, hang in there. We're coming. If there was ever a time to push ourselves to the...
I am, unfortunately just like a very white little guy who has not been, outside of my bubble much, so I have not tried a lot of different foods.
Oh no, yeah. Arabic food is actually really good when it's made well.
I mean, I got mega autism, so I'm the same.
A lot of it is very smoky. Obviously not the dessert, so a lot of our desserts incorporate nuts.
Go.
And cheese.
And what better to celebrate?
My favorite one that I had as a kid was called harissa, and it's like a very it's like a moist pound cake.
That sounds good. I really love a moist coffee cake.
With sometimes you just put like a little sliced almond in the middle.
Is she getting drained? Oh, I'm curing her. Trying to.
Save her.
I wish it was played in reverse, so it looks like you're infecting her. I am putting the evil in you.
How's that, Koichi?
I guess that's just actually like Kingdom
now?
Hearts, though.
Here, Aloe. You I don't remember why, but you had mentioned something about like spelling and pronunciation of names last time. this girl's sister's name is Koichi. It's spelled Chuichu. I don't know how you get Koichi from that.
Give her disease.
Yeah, Chuichu.
That's Chuichu.
Give her
I went back into my room to verify that. That is Chuichu.
That's the homie, Chuichu.
Koichi?
That's the new Pikachu evolution.
Chaska, I used to think...
I could totally see them, I mean, this has been a thing since fucking Gen 2, but I could see them going really hard on, like, alternate Evos.
Like it was my
some Gen coming up.
Mom and Dad take care of you.
Yeah,
I thought I could set you free.
I hope
from
they
the
take a
abyssal
few more
energy you
years to make
struggled
another
with.
Pokemon game.
Well, from the leak, it sounds like ZA is coming out next year, and then the year after Gen 10, which would be a 4-year baking period.
Hush, Koichi.
Good.
I think they'll hire
Those
developers
thoughts right out
that
of your
can
mind.
read code this
Play
time.
at the stadium in no time, okay?
No.
I'll carry you.
No,
there.
okay.
The abyssal
Very bluntly,
contamination
no.
is gone now. Just
Awada was the only guy who could read code.
I was always
I
nagging
once
you to
again-
slow down.
You know, I was
Stop
talking about
rushing
this the other
headlong
day,
into things.
with a friend
I
of
just
mine.
didn't want anything to happen
Why,
to you.
like,
Or to
Pokemon
anyone
had a
else
really
because of
good
you.
opportunity
I worried
to
about you so much. But now,
just completely shape their
realize
franchise in a way
never really
that would allow
understood what
them
it's like for
to
you.
get less
The
shit from
fact that you
fans.
survived an
And what I
abyssal
mean by that is,
contamination was
in like Sun and Moon generation, right?
but
Like
it
they
also left
teased
you in a
with like the
constant
Ultra
state of
Beasts, like different
agitation.
Pokemon from like different dimensions and different, you know, realities and
The
stuff like
fact that
that.
we
Like
became
with stuff on like
family
Gen
was
4 with
another miracle.
Giratina and the
But with me
Distortion World.
worrying
Like
about
we know
you
there
all the
are other
time, it feels
dimensions, effectively, and Pokemon in those dimensions.
agitated you even further.
It feels like it would have been the
absolutely
perfect
not.
opportunity
Nothing
after
could be
maybe
further
like
from the truth.
Sword
Do you
and
hear
Shield
me?
or something
All you ever
to
did
do
was
like a
love me.
soft
Same goes for Mom and
reboot.
Dad. I've
Like
always
especially
known
if you're
that.
not including like the national
And I feel
decks and stuff
terrible
moving
because
forward, it feels like it would be like a
did wanna get
really
along as a
good
family.
opportunity to be
It might
like,
take me some
okay,
time, but
we're starting a new
I'll find a
continuity.
way to make it work.
Like that's
I'm so sorry.
and if
Koichi.
you want to bring Pokemon from like the old continuity into the new one, you have like a perfect excuse of just like, oh, that Pokemon also exists in this dimension.
didn't do
Boom,
anything
easy
wrong.
justification.
No one did.
I don't think they will ever do that, though.
Oh,
Based
no,
off,
they never would.
This has been talked about in the leaks.
I get it.
They had like big conversations after Gen 5, where especially in the West, people were like, "What the fuck? Where's my Gen 1 stuff?" And that's why they've been like masturbating Gen 1 so hard since then. Because obviously Gen 5, at least the first games, did the whole thing where they were like, "Hey, only new Pokemon until you beat the game."
And I love that.
The fan base fucking pissed and shit and threw it at the wall. So now they have to have Pikachu and Charizard and everything there all the time.
And that's the sister I'm proud of.
Like this is again with me glazing Digimon. This is what I love about Digimon is that they just don't give a shit because everything in Digimon, with a few exceptions, like every piece of Digimon media is kind of just its own continuity with some exceptions of
Koichi!
like the first season, O2 and Try are connected, but like Tamer's one that everybody really likes is like not connected to like any of the other ones.
Yeah, I thought Tamer's was fun.
Yeah, no, I still need to watch through Tamer's.
Oh, she's going ghost.
Oh, she's going freaky mode. No, but like that's the thing though, is that it's like there's so many different continuities, or it's like a multiverse thing where it's like, yeah, you could bring different Digimon from like different seasons and no one gives a shit. Because it's a multiverse thing. It's like just different realities, effectively. So you never really run out of shit. You can bring as many old Digimon as you want and incorporate as many new ones as you want to, and nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. In fact, like, it's more welcome to have more new ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of the new ones they make still
What
are
was
gas.
It just now?
Bro,
It looked like
Joe,
abyssal
have you
energy was
seen
flowing out of her, but then
from
split second
the
later,
new
it
manga?
disappeared.
There's a Digimon
She
called
did say that
Shumon.
Testa needs to let
Yeah,
us
I'm 10 chapters behind on that, but I know the Shumon line.
herself.
I love Shumon so.
time she
I
was
love that
in
entire
control.
line. That entire
Yeah.
line is so peak.
I think they're great. I like Terramons too.
They put a little goober in a shoe, and I'm like, that's the greatest.
Contamination is a piece of cake for you.
And then it evolves into like a squirrel with skates, and I'm like, that's great. Then it evolves into like Red Riding Hood with a machine gun, and I'm like, that's even better.
Yeah.
God,
How unfair
I love that line.
life can be. She's had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning, and each step forward has been an agonizing.
I actually need to catch up with that. Ooh.
Maybe she would have been better off in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some comics reading on the flight down there, so I'll probably catch up on that then.
And one question looms large in her mind.
I need to get caught up with that.
If she could rise above the layers of pain and ascend over the dark clouds.
I just saw, like, I think today they announced some new thing in the adventure continuity. Like, I assume continuing after the last Kizuna movie.
There is only
or I guess technically after the Adventure 2 one, because that probably takes place after Kizuna.
Wings and soar to new
Yeah,
heights.
that
is the true.
I haven't gotten to see the O2 movie. A Halloween costume came in. Ooh, what's the costume?
A knife.
My life suffering shall be.
I didn't know the Switch Pro controller had like a blue LED on it for when you're in Bluetooth mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found that out because I'd normally take my Xbox controller places because I prefer it, but my flatmate suggested for this trip, if we're going to be using the Switch, it'd probably be a better idea to bring the Pro controller instead.
Yeah, good plan.
So I've just paired it to my Steam Deck as well, so I could use it with that. And that's the first time that I've seen that little blue LED before.
Oh, Mimikyu, that'll be really cute, I love Mimikyu.
Oh, I do love Mimikyu. That is another peak design.
One of my favorites.
Designs.
Have you seen any of the designs in the leaks? There were some really cool ones in there too.
No, I haven't looked too much at the leaks.
It's unfortunate. People have made the good point that like, oh well, now they'll never be real.
Please.
They won't use them later because they got leaked. Which sucks, but there is still a lot of cool fan art out there now.
We are grateful for her service.
I'm not fully sold on the whole like, oh well, if it's leaked, they won't do it.
Yes.
Because a lot of things from Game Freak have been leaked before, and then they still just.
Do you have examples?
The Sun and Moon starters got leaked like a year before they were announced.
Well, they probably were committed by then because the starters are a lot more integrated into the brand, but stuff like these random background designs from years ago that, as far as we know, are just like sitting in the hole for them to retool later. They probably won't now.
This war to end.
Yeah, but even then, there's really no reason for them to scrap that stuff.
I don't know. We'll see. I hope they don't.
Doing it. It doesn't make any sense to.
Well, they're just kind of fussy.
From a business standpoint, it doesn't make any sense to be like, we put a bunch of time and effort and work into this. But then again, it's a fucking it's a Nintendo property. They don't like making money.
No, they like making money. They also just like being a pain in the ass.
Well,
everyone.
Yeah. That's just the nature of a lot
ready?
of Japanese game studios,
bitter
anyways.
war lies
Like,
ahead.
I had to suffer
Our
for
victory
like,
begins
years
in
with,
each
with
of
fighting
your
games
minds.
being like,
So
or
ignite
Japanese
the
fighting
spirit
games
of victory
specifically
for
being
me.
like, hey, no,
May
we don't
no
need rollback
further lives
code.
be
It's
lost,
fine.
and
Just
no one
live in
else
Japan.
made to
have
suffer
good,
the
have
loss
good
of their
internet.
loved ones.
As long as blood still runs
To
through
which
your
the point
veins,
of,
even
hey,
the
buddy, what if
tiniest
I want
spark
to
of
play with my
steel
friend
against stone
and I
can
live
ignite a
in
flame.
like Wyoming and they live in like Cuba? well, like, what do we do
blaze
then
will become
on delay
one with
base?
the gaze
And they're
of
like,
all
no,
Natlan.
you should have
Even
just
amid
lived in Japan,
everlasting
idiot.
darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
And then every Western fighting game developer was like, oh yeah, rollback netcode. We could just fucking use GGPO
Stone
for free.
engraved in echoing peaks.
What is rollback netcode?
All right, to put it simply, because I could talk about this for a while.
Disperse. Panaches be
In
reborn.
Is it just like taking accommodation?
For flames born anew.
Is it just what?
And the blazing dawn.
Like ping latency accommodation.
Scaled the volcano to seize
Kind
the
of.
sun.
It's more or less
Anointed with
in
flames,
delay-based netcode.
she shone with the light of a
When
thousand
data is
stars.
being transmitted from both players' systems to
guide me in
the
my
server
first
for like their
step.
inputs and stuff, and
Having
like the state of the
foretold his own
game.
death,
If
the
one
omniscient
player
man
has
holds
like, a worse
feast in
connection,
celebration.
the game will basically pause itself until
Let us
all of
raise
the
our cups in
necessary
honor of his
packets
heroism
of data have been
and send him
transferred from
off
both
with this
consoles
final
to
tribute.
like the actual server and blah 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 blah. The
For
whole
at
file
last,
transfer
his wish
protocol
is now
completed.
fulfilled.
That's how delay based works, and that's why like a lot of fighting game online is ass, because it will just constantly stop the flow of the game.
My life's suffering shall be
And
my
what
epitaph.
rollback sort of does is it will
To remember the pain
keep
I
the game
endured,
going,
and finally,
and it will sort of use AI to
Heroes of the
predict
ages,
some frames
our
of what's
moment
going to
has
happen in the
finally
game,
come.
and when the packets reach their destination, it will correct the game state to what it should be. However, depending on the amount of rollback frames used, this could be completely unnoticeable to both players. In a way that makes playing online for a fighting game seem like a lot more seamless in comparison to delay based. Now, if your internet's dog shit, you will see it.
But I assume delay base is like why Smash Online sucks ass.
Yes, because Sakurai himself said it would be too much work to put rollback into Smash, which is blatantly untrue. Because literally the melee
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
Right.
So it's very easy to implement. Street Fighter V is another great example where, like, a guy made a mod for Street Fighter V.
That is an outright scary level of power.
In 2 days.
So,
as one
from
dude.
now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
Capcom was just
That's
steal
right.
his code and
No
then
more
put it in
casualties.
for themselves.
It's time
Which
to
is
wipe the
fine
enemy
because
out.
the guy said
Face
that's
the
what he
leader.
wanted them to do.
And to reclaim our
He was
lost
like,
territory.
I'm just doing their job for them. If they take my code and just use it, good. I just want this game to work.
We'll come with you.
And the only major thing they changed in that patch was
Bye,
making it so that his code didn't work.
Oh,
So
brilliant.
grateful you got to
But
us when you
why,
did.
though?
Because
Give
they're
Koichi
full
the
of
chance
shit,
to say
and
those
luckily
words
they
to
got
him
rid of
before
the
the end.
main head behind Street
If I'd lost
Fighter,
control out
which is
behind
why
the
a lot of people really like 6.
This counterattack might never have been possible.
Because,
Probably best not.
actually, fun fact about Street Fighter 6.
More importantly,
That game was supposed to come out like
now?
a year before it
Any
actually
better?
did.
Not really.
But
But now's not the
they...
time to deal with it.
What the original guy, whose name I
In the
completely
spirit of
forget because he
VUCA,
was kind of a
I
dickhead,
have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my
created
character.
like a prototype for Street
My
Fighter 6,
struggle will
and
make me
Capcom
stronger
hated it so much
and
they
make me
just
the person
fired him
Koichi believed I can
and
be.
restarted the
All
project.
Let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be.
And if you have pics of your Mimikyu costume, you should post.
them.
I'm glad it sounds like it's working out, though. We're finally on step 5. Sheesh.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine. Our bond is strong.
I don't know what can. My arms are so buff with the gloves.
I could have a...
Everybody's buff and Dorito shaped now. Everyone's just trying to copy their favorite influencer, Alaprax, and be buff and Dorito shaped.
I hope I'm not someone's favorite.
You absolutely are.
You don't count. You don't count.
Other people we know who know you probably have you as a favorite too.
That would be true.
You're the little guy. You're everybody's favorite little guy. We're literally importing you.
To destroy the abyss tumors.
No, that's voluntary.
Yeah, because we gaslit you. What's the fucking Beauty and the Beast syndrome? Where you like fall in love with your captor? Syndrome. Yeah, you have like Stockholm syndrome.
Beauty and the Beast. That's the capital of Sweden.
You know what I. That's not what the syndrome refers to.
The syndrome is also not real from what I understand.
Probably not, but the hypothetical phenomenon. We know what it is. It's a concept.
Wait, so Disney made it up because women be shopping or something like that.
You're good, Archon.
No, Disney didn't make it
hurt
up.
at all. Plus, it was freaking cool.
Beauty and the Beast is an eponymous example of it, but I don't think it was the first one.
I'm switching back over to desktop.
Okay.
A house coming in way too hot.
It's not an officially recognized diagnosis in most clinical circles.
Done.
Yeah, I mean psychology is kind of wibbly wobbly at times.
Psychology.
But it's usually associated with PTSD, anxiety, and depression, which can all be treated by conventional means.
That makes a good point though, Aloe. They didn't donate all that money for nothing. The classic Alaprax, I'm upset that people like me grown.
Give him hell.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say about what's the name of Stockholm Syndrome is I went through drama bit where Ben was like, the guy was trying to about to kill him as a hostage. He's like, no, stop! I'm starting to get Stockholm Syndrome. Handsome.
The tides beckon. The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy.
I'll do it again.
No.
And I would do it again.
You're not allowed to, Too much money.
I think to stop M, you'll have to beat them in a fight.
No, I just simply won't do another subathon.
Kachina, over here! I'll send you up!
Aloe, I will never do things again for fear that people will pay me prax.
This only applies to Twitch.
Yeah. You'd have to be,
oh my god.
sadist of the highest order to do retail and not get paid.
Need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
My flatmate's messaging me right now.
Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you.
He's,
the hot goss.
It's too dangerous.
He said he's American and likes big cars, so you can probably imagine how that went.
Who?
He says, just had an absolute debate with one of the guys I'm staying with. He's American and likes big cars, so we went back and forth about how these big cars are useless and why I hate them and why he likes them. And about the economy of the UK versus the US. Oh, that sounds productive.
Bruh.
Hey!
Yeah. What's the argument for the big car? Is it just that it's cool?
Because pee-pee tiny.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing.
The argument is just big car, big cool, big noise, big man.
I don't have a problem with big car. I have a problem with loud car.
I have a problem with both.
I got a problem when somebody I don't give a shit if someone wants to drive like a really highly elevated car. I don't give a fuck. Do I think it looks lame and corny? Yes.
Oh,
what?
When we're talking about big car, we don't mean that. We mean like
I'm already en route.
just Chevys. And yeah,
like what, pickups?
Like SUVs.
Already? But you were
Okay, hold on. SUVs can be kind of goated.
SUVs.
You have no
They're fucking stupid.
Hold on.
They're inefficient hunks of metal.
Traditional SUVs or vans? Because I think vans are kind of.
Vans have a reason to exist. SUVs don't. SUVs are just sedans on stilts.
Okay, I'm not going to bat for SUVs. For vans, I will go to bat because vans have a lot of utility and use. And
but vans have arguably more utility than trucks.
No, exactly. For a while, I was thinking about getting a van just so I could like. What's it called?
We need someone to guard the main entrance.
How do I put it? Just make it like a mobile like tailgating thing. Not even for like sports events, but just like, yes. While I am driving to go get food, I have Go and another guy in the back playing on a table.
That is the most you guys thing I've ever heard.
It is.
Apparently the conversation was like neither productive or stupid. It was just like POV American and Brits sharing thoughts on each other's countries.
Also, M says, I will just do it every February. So you're going to have to just cancel February now.
No. You can't. I'm busy in February.
What are you doing in February?
Mooning.
Not doing a subathon. I'm really busy not subathoning.
He's just subbing. He's just gonna sub really hard that month.
No, I don't have enough men in my life for that.
Well, we could fix that.
I don't know if "we" is the right term there.
I'm putting.
He's gonna wingman you.
I'm putting together a team.
Make yourselves a move.
Never mind.
Our bond is strong.
Bow your head.
You never did what? I did a first and second year anniversary stream.
I never ended up doing a third one this year. Oops.
Oh no, I didn't do a second anniversary stream. I did a first, and then I wasn't there for my second.
I normally wouldn't bother, but I actually have ideas for stuff I wanted to.
Speaking of which, how's that video coming on?
Which one? The figure one?
Yeah.
I have not touched it.
Chris, you're kind of quiet.
Fair.
Oh yeah, sorry, I stepped away from my mic. I haven't touched it in the last few weeks because I have been mega depressed, like more so than usual.
Oh.
Something about October is like just the worst month of all time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it feels like every symptom of my depression and all of my luck becomes shittier in October.
Aw. Well, we'll just have to turn that around and have such a good fun trip that it outweighs all the bad.
No, yeah, it's the only thing I have to look forward to in October now because, like, what's it called? Last year was bad. I lost my job last year, around this time actually. Had a gazillion shitty things just happen to me at once. And it was just overall terrible, and I'm like, wow, that's just a huge stroke of bad luck. And now this month, I'm like, wow, this maybe October just doesn't like me. Be the spooky month. It has it out for me.
Mate, you are putting something in writing for me right now because I've had the fucking worst month of my life. It's this year. It's October.
Yeah, for something about October. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It feels like everything is collapsing on me at the same time.
We are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory.
But
it is a victory forged by each and every
I have most of next week off,
be
so
proud of what we have accomplished.
Yeah. And I will be there to
provide serotonin like you do.
I have
Hirsch, that's the solution. He's the serotonin generator. He's going to make everything better.
Yeah, the problem is I did call off one day before you guys get there, because you guys get there like Wednesday, here at Wednesday night, and I called off Wednesday in general. So I was like, and Go was like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because bro, I need to burn these PTO days. If I don't,
that's really cute, Em.
After making some preparations,
yeah, you got to use up all that PTO. Don't let it sit around.
Damn, that is a very cute costume. I like it.
Oh man.
I never dressed up for Halloween. I should do that at some point.
I haven't in my adult life, but I would like to have a reason to.
Instantly lethal to anyone else.
I remember
reason to what? Sorry.
To I want to do like an adult Halloween party.
And you must be eager to take the fight home to the
end. Oh yeah.
But I must ask you to
I'll fly over.
Your ambitions. I will.
Could do, yeah.
And then get social anxiety and leave early.
It's kind of a shame that
now you're gonna be the main event.
No, that's worse.
Please look at the.
I know when I
Thanks to every one of you, we have already
the only time I think I've ever dressed up for Halloween.
Tonight.
And it was a little cringe. But it was when I was in college.
I guess if our lives.
You know, everybody else like went to class like in costume and stuff, and I felt left out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking. I just like taped plastic knives to my hands, and I was like, yeah, I'm Wolverine. And I felt left out because everybody else had a costume.
I intend to give them the grand
you got that retail arm buff. Allo2. You guys are just buff removing boxes around.
Hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may.
It's like I don't know, like the freshman 15, but it's like the retail. I don't know. Are there numbers that start in R?
It's freshman 15. Yeah, run 100.
Yeah, the retail run 100, but it's all muscle in your arms.
Instead of dad strength, it's Clark strength.
Yeah.
Speaking in a personal capacity,
I can promise you, I'm not strong. I don't have big, meaty man arms.
Oh yeah, you do.
I can just maybe lift a bit more than I look like I would.
You're a strong little fella, surviving each and every day.
I am a twink, is what I am.
With renewed vigor.
It's just that I happen to work in retail, so I can probably lift about half my body weight.
Lifting heavy stuff is fun sometimes.
Not when you do it for a job, though.
You guys can have a lift off.
No, I mean, I still move things around for my job. It's just not as much as
you did a great job, Kachina.
You in a retail position.
You're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
I did have to do a lot. I do a lot of like equipment transport and stuff like that, but definitely not as much as like you would actually need to do for like any retail position.
Things at the people of the Springs base.
Yeah, if you're specifically the warehouse, you really are getting the lifting buff.
Yeah, whereas I do a bit of everything, so it's a bit of that bit of something else.
A bit of everything, as in running the whole store.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That's the buff that Go has because he does a lot of the lifting, moving stuff.
Of a new age for Natlan.
That'll help when he sweeps me off my feet.
Is Go also the neurodivergent that keeps the shop running type?
I must congratulate
you
on your efforts during this war.
Sort of.
I know he got the autism as well.
He just puts on a video.
I didn't know.
Of the princess.
Yeah, Go's autistic.
Similarities in your approach are striking.
Have you heard about the way that man talks about Digimon?
No, I mean, hold on.
There's a Venn diagram between autistic people and nerds, and there's like, just because someone has a big interest in something, I don't automatically assume they are.
No. Here's the thing. I agree with Aloe, but not about the Digimon thing.
Every time I hop in a call with that man, if there is someone besides me present, Digimon comes up, no matter what.
No, it's also it's more of the way he. Oh my god!
I'm right. You just really fucking let that one rip.
If you do that, Alon,
I'm gonna have to charge you guys like $5.99 for that.
I'm warning you. If you do that while I'm driving, I might laugh and pass out. That is what Hiccups did, and I almost killed us.
It's a habit. It's a habit. Okay. I caught myself doing it at work recently, and it was really bad.
I hate that you mentioned running the store. I basically run my department at night because my boss. Yeah, well, being a nice and/or cool person, I feel like is kind of a recipe for somehow getting all the work.
Welcome.
You seem
and then like bonus points if you're neurodivergent.
Are you just tired or?
Man.
I guess I am.
You
know. When I was
I don't know how that would be explained if I ended up killing everybody.
See all of Natlan stretching out below.
What, like in the hospital, like what went wrong? Well, you see the gay little femboy bottom burped and moaned.
You see Go moaned really loud, and I laughed, and that caused me to black out at the steering wheel.
Yay! Time off. Time off for everybody.
I'll try my best, but no promises, because it's just become such a habit for me at this point.
I think I don't know if I would laugh harder than when Go did it because
namely my final
like her cartoonishly goofy moan.
The battle is second nature.
Anytime mom,
how do you do a goofy moan?
Huge amount of pressure.
It was
like say that like that,
leaning into it.
Loaded that thing in the sky with
it was like the top of his lungs with like a voice crack.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't expect to beat that because my voice doesn't crack. End of.
And the context of the joke made that type of moan even funny.
The power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary.
Mom was
back to ancient name
burping, or she burped once the other night, and she's like, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like, "Who do I hang out with? Like, why are you apologizing?"
Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow.
As if I didn't get told off for doing it at work by my store manager.
Well, I can kind of understand where they're coming from at work, but like I don't mind personally.
We've had centuries.
But I mean, like I can understand it, but at the same time, I'm not burping in customers' faces. I'm doing it down the headsets because it's funny, and my coworkers do the same.
Center of some major events in other nations too, and.
Like a couple of us will buy fizzy drinks on purpose.
In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through?
Aloe.
Why risk life and limb for a cause
my dad hit me with an absolute gem today.
It's that mindset that distinguishes
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say my dad hit the Quan.
The natural protagonists.
My mind just was like, my dad hit me, and I'm like, oh.
No, hit the Quan. My mind's in a better place.
And your sense of justice.
That wouldn't be funny.
To join me in this final step. You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss.
I was watching a baseball game with him.
But I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature
right now.
And readiness to help others.
Long story short, my dad is like, oh, they should walk this guy. They should like
sure you must be
put him on base.
Sleep well tonight.
This guy's definitely gonna hit a home run. Look at him. The guy hit a home run, and the other team won. And my dad's like, "You see?
I hope to hear your verdict."
They don't listen to me. They don't listen to me because I'm poor." And I'm like, started laughing my ass off. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You see, they don't listen to me because I'm poor. If I made $20 million, they would listen to me."
If I had $3 billion.
And I'm like,
all right,
God. Sometimes he actually just does have my sense of humor, but
that is some like homeless people shit. Like people outside shops screaming and then being like, "You would listen to me if I had money."
You see, I was right, but they didn't listen to me because I'm not rich.
I mean, I think a lot of people have that chip on their shoulder, though, at like all levels of society.
Joey's very clearly saying it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
He obviously knows that the fucking New York Yankees are not going to listen.
So they didn't have as many monsters to deal with.
I didn't hear the first part of the story.
Yeah, I missed that it was the Yankees too.
The New York Yankees.
No, yeah, it's Major League Baseball. We were just watching the game
like
on
standing
TV.
up and yelling at the TV saying they'd listen to me if I wasn't poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, where he's like, you know, they don't listen to me because I'm not rich, and I'm like, that's the fucking New York Yankees.
UV aloe at every New Yorker.
Just started laughing maniacally.
What?
Like 5.
That's acting like New Yorkers have money.
No. Just calling people New Yorker Yankees because Brits call people Yankees.
No, we call them Yanks.
Close enough.
I'm sure
Hello,
the name. I'm sure the name of the Yankees has something to do with it, but Yank is the term we use.
I would guess maybe that it's not from the sports team, but maybe both of them are from a common source.
I mean, a lot of sports teams have like really weird names.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
I was talking about this the other day
There
too
you
about
are.
like
I've
scrap
been looking all
sports
over for
names
you.
of like names that aren't used anymore. Like I know Washington's basketball team used to be
Listen up.
called the Bullets.
I have something really important to tell you.
I can see why that might be worth changing in our gun crazy country.
And now they're the Wizards, which, you know, take as you
serious?
I damn the KKK for taking something as cool as wizards and like adding some not so fun stuff to it.
Well, hey, no, we just listen. We just need to counteract it. Just have people that hunt the KKK and just call them knights. Or actually, we already had those. They were called Black Panthers, but I mean, I guess we could call Black Panthers knights. I don't know, or paladins. I guess that could work.
Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is.
You could just go Black Knights, because White Knight is like a bad thing, so Black Knights are a good thing.
I want to save her.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So,
I'm excited. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you.
Straight man basketball lore here.
Please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika.
There used to be a team
I'm sure
called
she's well aware of the cost of you.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Their basketball team were known as the Charlotte Hornets. Some shenanigans happened. And the team's name was changed to the Charlotte Bobcats because their owner's name was Bob. That is very true.
It's finally time for a well-earned drink.
Utah had some other team name. I don't remember what they were. And then they eventually switched from New Orleans, for example. They were the New Orleans Jazz, but then that Utah got the name the Utah Jazz, which is why it makes no sense because Utah isn't known for any jazz music. And then New Orleans took the name the Hornets. Eventually, the Bobcats were like, we hate the stupid name, we're taking the name Hornets back. And New Orleans was like, okay, we're going to come up with a new team name. Their new team name is the Pelicans. And I hate this because the New Orleans Knights would have went so crazy as a name. And I stand by that. I die on that hill.
You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be.
But no, they're the fucking Pelicans because they're stupid state bird.
The science of the canopy raised them tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
She is spending an unhealthy amount of time doing this fucking memory bullshit.
See this? I'm the first one of us.
Maybe they're just thematically leading up to her kicking the bucket.
Ancient name, but Mollypo.
You ever kicked the
If you
bucket?
ask me nicely, there's still time
I
to join
probably have.
pilgrimage, you know.
So have I. It was pretty
No
freaking
need to
cool.
scowl.
But at least I didn't piss in one.
It's no big deal. You want me
Yeah,
to be
neither
happy
did
for
I.
you when your turn comes, right?
Why do I feel like there's a song about pissing in a bucket?
I'll get my own
Unless you count a
name
cup.
soon enough. And it'll be an
I don't think I've pissed in a cup.
You've never pissed in a cup?
I've never had my urine tested, if that's like what you mean.
You never did like a drug test?
No. There's never been any need.
I've had my piss tested, but not for drugs. It was for blood.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
I was like, what, for flavor?
No, it was for blood after I fell off my bike and bruised like all of my internal organs.
Oh no.
They're swishing it around like a wine glass. There's legs on it.
Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match.
No, when I was like 11 or 12, I fell off my bike and landed on the handlebar, and it left me like unable to stand up straight for like a week.
Oh no.
The best part of the whole incident, this family tried to run over and help me. And although I understand the intentions behind it, the god-awful nature of stranger danger meant that I didn't take a word they said. Like 12-year-old me being like, no, I don't know you, I'm not telling you where my mom lives, no. Whilst like I could have been internally bleeding.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me
Yeah.
in the match anymore?
What happened then? How did you get to your family?
After long enough, my mom just walked down towards like the shopping area near our old house. She was like, damn, he's been a while and he was only going for a drink. Eventually found me. My grandma showed up as well. And apparently my uncle was nearby, so he was there too. Dragged me back home, called an ambulance, and then I was sat in the children's hospital for like 6 hours.
Aw, that's scary that they just had to like come chance upon you.
Yeah.
What? So, what did the other family do? Did they just like leave eventually when you refused to tell them anything, or did they like stay with you?
No, they stuck with me because eventually I told them where my grandma lived because they both lived near.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like that. The worst thing that Stranger Danger has like ever. Like the worst effect of Stranger Danger is that like when I could have been internally bleeding, I wouldn't even tell someone where to get help from because I didn't know them.
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide
Well, I'm
us.
glad you didn't die. And
Yeah.
as far as I know, your organs are fine.
Yeah, thankfully there was no internal bleeding. It was just heavy bruising, so I couldn't stand up straight for like a week. I had to walk around the house leaned over like that folded man.
I don't know if I know the exact folded man you mean, but I take your meaning.
The Chinese folded man that like was sniffing his own nuts for like 30 years.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
It is still not enough.
Oh, Flatmate's still messaging me. He said, minor issue, not had a proper shit while I've been here. I've tried, it's not worked.
Oh, no.
And I said American food clogging your system, and he said, oh, and ironically think it is, all the chlorine in the meat.
The chlorine in the meat? Do we have that?
Probably.
No.
You are the greediest.
Also, does chlorine plug you up?
And the fiercest negotiator.
Wait, it's not exactly meant to be in you.
There's no chlorine in the meat. What do you think?
No, but like, if you drink a bunch of pool water, hypothetically, like, I don't know that I've ever heard about chlorine stopping up your bowels. Probably because it's more poisonous and like something else would be a problem before that.
To pay.
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield.
But I don't know. Don't put that thought in your head. You've been here twice and you have not gotten your guts plugged up from American food, so you'll be fine.
Is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power
I did have a stomachache both times though, so I'm bringing Panadol with me this time, and we'll see if they'd let me have it.
That's from the flight though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not from the food here.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, but still, when you were already sick before you landed and ate our food.
Certainly not
I can. Nah, the worst part about trying to shit there is the fact that your toilets have so much water that every time you drop a log, it's guaranteed to splash up against your ass.
Strength. And reach
Bro,
heights
what
that even I
PSI do you
cannot
be shitting?
I was gonna say you might be shitting with too much force.
No, your bogs hold more water than most swimming pools do here.
Oh yeah, no, it's our fault, and now you're fucking pressure washer
Hershey, he pees in an instant, and that must have high PSI. So I think all of his bodily functions just happen at high PSI.
You know those videos on TikTok of like the water pressure machines that cut out shapes? That's me with the porcelain in my toilet bowl.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah. But like that doesn't change that fact, because like I put down tissue before I shit to stop the water splashing, but over there I couldn't because I would need an entire roll of tissue paper.
You gotta shit
with how much water was in there. But I can't. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to flush the.
As you know,
flush the toilet and then drop my shit down with it so it doesn't splash back against me.
Oh, but for
bottoms are too powerful.
Ancient name. I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Travelers still need one by this point?
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time, I want to break the cycle.
Yeah, we gotta go seal off the Shadow Realm.
With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it.
Shadow
If your name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help. Not completely.
Aloe, you still gotta watch those Shadow the Hog shorts.
Still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption.
Yeah, someday.
Plus, your ancient name is
They're really good. The animation goes bird.
Take special care.
Blah, 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 blah.
The Ode of Resurrection still has a number of
I'll
limitations,
watch them at some point.
But I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
It's literally, they're like probably less than 15 minutes in total, all three of them combined.
What? You mean we'll be separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two
it's devious.
You can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried.
It comes out this month, right?
It does. It comes out right in the middle of our trip, so we are going to play it the weekend once we're back.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
I think you had maybe expressed interest in being involved in that, so if you would like to be, the more the merrier.
Give Paimon some time, and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I am quite
I greatly appreciate
that would be looking at the calendar here.
This final battle is
and
revered long into
November 2nd and 3rd, Saturday and Sunday, when he normally streams. That would be when we'd be doing it.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
Please ask away.
And the whole game, including the Sonic bit, would maybe be longer than 2 Aloe streams, but the Shadow bit, I'm thinking we could at least do in that time frame, which is
we need to
what I'm interested in.
And evil and fucked up, but
well, just because I've played the Sonic levels before. I would maybe be more inclined to play them again if there weren't like dumb little mini games you had to do. But I mean, maybe I'll still play them. I don't know. Mostly interested in the Shadow stuff.
The power that the Pyro Archon, the ruler of death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know this? I see. So, the ruler of death sent you on your long journey.
I wonder if he's a previous Pyro Archon.
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too.
I still don't think we even know like what element he is.
For the sake of those countless lost souls.
Oh no, he's not. He's from Conria.
I need your help.
Quest completed. Yippee! So I can claim some gems from there. And I can claim some gems from there.
POV the British Empire in the 1600s.
Yeah. Then I have to do Shielding and stuff soon. Okay, well, I made good time on that, so let's do Bernice's quest in Zenless. Wow.